sugar hot. It's King Steel with them sugar hot. It's King Seal with them sugar hot. It's King Seal with them sugar hot. It's King Seal with them sugar hot. King Seal with them sugar hot.
What is happening, everybody? God bless you guys. We are back with another live stream. I hope everybody's doing good. We are truly back again, guys. I know that I have not done many live streams in the past, a month or 2 months. I'm going to be doing more live streams, hopefully, from now on. I'll be going back to my normal schedule as usual. I've been busy, whether, obviously has to do with my engagement, family-wise, other stuff as well. And don't forget to keep me in your prayers, me and the other brothers that are out there doing ministry for the sake of the Lord and obviously the body of Christ as well. In the meantime, make sure that you are smashing the like button, share the live, guys. And in today's topic, it's gonna have to do with the Islamic dilemma. And let's see if we could get any of the Muslims today that could come up and debunk the Islamic dilemma and show us how the Islamic dilemma is debunked, it does not even exist, and so on and so forth, which we haven't seen any of them that has done it so far. So make sure that you are smashing the like button. Make sure that you are sharing the live stream. So let's get the algorithm of the live stream up. Let me go ahead and take a look on who do we have over here that is watching. God bless you guys. Let me see. All right, we have Tay in the house. He's saying, God bless, brother. Blessings on your engagement in a family and a ministry. Thank you so much. I appreciate those kind words. God bless you too. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me go ahead and open up the TikTok as well, because we are going live on TikTok as well to challenge the Muslims. Now, I know that there's brothers that are live as well. I didn't know that they're going live. I just happened to be out of nowhere. I scheduled this live stream, 4 days ago or even 3 days ago. So it's fine. Let's work it out. Alrighty, let me see what I could do with this, because I gotta switch the camera on my TikTok app as well. Give me 1 second, guys. Make sure, like I said, that you are smashing the like button, guys, so we could get the algorithm of the live stream up. We got our sister Chloe in the house. What is happening, Chloe? God bless you, sister. Good to see you. Guys, make sure that you're subscribing to our sister. She does a phenomenal job for the glory of God. So make sure that you are, subscribing to our sister and support her as well. Alrighty, so let's see. Okay, we're going live on TikTok. Let me just go ahead and change the theme. Let me do this. Okay. All right, we are live on TikTok as well. So let me go ahead and switch my background. There we go. All righty, awesome. There's, by the way, I want to announce something. There's a lot of projects that I'm trying to work on, guys. It takes a lot of time, seriously, guys. So there's a lot of things, exciting things that I'm working on. Stay tuned for that. You know, we need you guys' support as well, guys. I truly need you guys' support, whether it has to do with praying or whether it has to do with, you know, supporting the ministry as well. Now, if you're called to support the ministry, then, you know, you could always support us on Patreon. You can join our Patreon, or you can even support us on Buy Me a Coffee, or even, you know, PayPal, or even Venmo as well. Now, if you can't do any of that, you could always support us with praying for us, because that helps a lot. That's like the most thing that you could do for us. All right. What is happening, TikTok? God bless you guys. Good to see all of you guys on TikTok side. Make sure that you are smashing the like button. Share the live with everybody, guys. Let's get the rhythm of the live stream up as well, guys. And as you guys can see, we are challenging the Da'wah boys to come and prove us otherwise. Show us how Islamic dilemma does not even exist at all. Show us how you could debunk the Islamic dilemma. So we don't have to, you know, we don't have to talk about the Islamic dilemma from now on. Okay, let me do this real quick. I see a lot of muzzies already in the comment on my TikTok. What's happening? I just opened up my live stream. It looks like that you guys are so obsessed with my live stream. I mean, instead of at least, you know, being a keyboard warrior, why don't you guys come up and let's have a discussion, right? Isn't that more better, you know, to defend Allah and His Rasul? Come up and let's have a discussion instead of talking about my cheeks and, you know, and all of that stuff. Because your prophet used to call Aisha Al-Humayra, the red one. So, I mean, come on, guys. Be better than that, mate. You know what I mean, mate? You can't make this up. Alrighty, let's see. Let me go ahead and drop the link as well for the ones that wants to come up on YouTube. You could do that as well. Alrighty, let me alrighty. Alright, I'm not sure what was happening. Okay, I think we got already someone coming up. What's going on?
Hello.
Yo, what is happening?
Can you show me you got $500 first?
Yeah, once you prove that Islamic dilemma does not exist. So if you could prove
I
that
can prove
Islamic
it, but why am
dilemma
I
does
proving
not
something if I
exist,
don't even know if you got $500?
are you willing to engage with the topic or what? I will give you the 500
Yeah, if you got
bucks.
$500, like you
Yes, I
said.
have it. Yes, I have it. Once you prove me otherwise, I'll give you the 500 bucks. Are you
So can I
willing to
just see
engage?
it?
I don't have to show you the 500 bucks, dude.
Yeah, if you can show
No,
it.
I don't have to show you. Can you
Bro,
prove
it's
me
okay.
otherwise?
What's the dilemma?
You don't know the dilemma?
I'm asking you.
Okay, no problem. Are you a Sunni Muslim?
I could be.
You could be, or are you? Which one is it? It's either you are a Sunni Muslim or you're not, or you're Qur'ani or even a Shia. What denomination do you follow, brother?
I hope so. Only Allah knows.
You hope so? So which one is it? I don't get it.
I'm
Are you
Muslim.
not sure of being a Sunni Muslim or what? I don't get it.
No, I'm Sunni, but
You're Sunni. Okay.
hopefully Allah thinks I am.
Yeah. All right. No problem. Alrighty. So you're Sunni, kafir Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Beautiful. So the Islamic dilemma has to do with obviously the Quran that makes the claim of confirming the Injil and the Torah, which would be the previous scriptures, the previous prophets. But at the same time, when we go check what are those previous revelation, it totally contradicts what the Quran is saying, and therefore the Quran is false. So why do you believe, right,
So
in the
what do you think
Quran or of
what do you
being a
think the
Muslim?
Injil is?
Yeah, the Injil is the good news that was given to Jesus, but then it was written afterwards by his disciples.
Okay. So did Jesus receive Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John?
No, Jesus
Was that
had.
revealed to Jesus?
I'll teach you if you just give me a second. There is a distinction between the wisdom. All right, all right. There is a distinction between the revelation that was given to Isa ibn Maryam, right, which would be the wisdom that he was preaching, which would be the good news. Then the Injil, obviously the same. It's the same thing. Whatever that Christ was preaching, it was written by his disciples, right, according to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Do you have any issue with this?
Wait,
I
say
see you're
that again?
silent.
What was that last part?
Oh, you didn't hear me? Okay, so the Quran, for example, the Quran talks about, right, like Surah Al-Ma'idah, 45 all the way to 47 talks about that the Injil was given to Isa ibn Maryam, which would be the revelation as a wisdom, as a good news that he was preaching. But then this Injil was written afterwards by his disciples, which would be according to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Do you have any objection towards this? Or even refutation?
You broke up for a quick second.
Brother?
You broke up for
Hey,
for
brother.
a little second. What
Let
did you
me
say?
sure. Let me ask you a question before I continue. What do you see when you look down?
Oh.
Huh?
What I see when I look down?
Yeah.
That's a sus question, but
All right. Get down and watch your head. While that you're watching your head, keep smashing the like button like the good boy that you are. If you're a troll, don't come over here, because you're gonna be treated like the same way that I treated this, this guy. We don't need no weirdos over here. We don't need no, trolls. If you want to have an intellectual conversation, if you're serious about this, you're more than welcome to come up and let's have a discussion. Alrighty. Let's keep it going. Guys, make sure that you're smashing the like button and share the live. What is going on, everybody? God bless. God bless you guys on the TikTok. I know that he was trolling, guys. I know it's fine. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and let's see how far we could go with this. Sometimes, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it is what it is, my. It is what it is, my. I mean, I see a lot of Muslims are already watching. What's going on? Y'all watching my live stream, but not willing to come up? You don't want to win that 500 bucks, man? Someone says, go speak to knowledgeable people. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm challenging the knowledgeable people, which would be, the Dawah boys, to come and refute me. So for you to even say, go speak to the knowledgeable people, well, this is what I'm doing. I'm challenging you guys, dude. You're funny, man. Yeah. You can't make this up. These knowledgeable people. Well, what do you want me to do then? Why don't you come up and show me if you're, since you know what you're talking about, because it looks like that you're accusing them, okay, of not being knowledgeable, then why don't you come up? Because it looks like that you know what you're talking about. They won't be sitting on TikTok while watching live. So are you saying that all of the Dawah boys on TikTok does not know what they're talking about? Is that what you're saying? Go speak to Muslim Lantern. Okay, well, how about you go invite Muslim Lantern? And if he wants Muslim Lantern, I challenge him on a formal debate in regards to the Islamic dilemma. Or we could even have discussion about the Islamic dilemma. If he could debunk the Islamic dilemma, not only that I will give him $500, I will delete TikTok, I will delete all of my social media. Is that not a good deal? Since you're the one that is referring me to the Muslim Lantern. I have no knowledge. Okay, then if you don't have no knowledge, then what the heck are you talking about then? How would you run this argument against Shia? I would run it the same way that I run it against the Sunnis. All right. Okay. So if you disagree with the topic, you're more than welcome to come up. Anybody that disagrees with the topic, y'all know what to do, man. Come up, request up. No Christians, please. Only Muslims. If you're a Muslim, come up. If you're a Christian, do not request up. I see Christians that are requesting. I'm not gonna bring you up. Okay? And if I do bring you up, even though that I told you not to come, I'm gonna make sure that you're blocked from this live stream. Because I'm only calling the Muslims out, not the Christians. All right. Okay. Let me bring you up.
Yo, I had a question.
Yeah, what's happening? Are you a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim. Do you think that like Ibn Taymiyyah is a part of the Salaf?
He's a Salafi that follows the Salaf. He's not from Ahlul Salaf. So how about you engage with the topic?
Yeah, there was
How
a
about
person saying he's a
you?
part of the
How
Salaf.
about you? No, that's not what I said, dude. It
You
looks like
said that. You said
it
Ibn
looks
Taymiyyah
like
is
it
a part of the
looks
Salaf.
it looks like that you need to open your ears, pretend that you're listening instead of just waffling. Engage with the topic. Prove that how prove how Islamic dilemma does not exist. Are you willing to do that?
I got the clip right here.
Are you willing to do that?
You never said that Ibn Taymiyyah
You
is a
could
part
laugh.
of the Salaf?
Listen. You could laugh all you want, dude. Are you willing to engage, or should I send you down?
So you never said that Ibn Taymiyyah is a part of the Salaf?
Alrighty. Get down, boy. Go down and keep smashing the like button. Make sure that you're smashing the like button, okay? You don't want to be young, because you don't want to know the truth. Jesus is God. Amen. Jesus is God, man. Yo.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
I was just gonna say, can I stay in here and like just listen? I'll keep my mic muted. But I'm a Christian, so
Brother, do you see what it says on the title?
yeah. I mean, I was just gonna stay, and then like if I heard something like crazy, I was going. You know what I mean?
I don't need your help, right?
No, I'm not saying you need my help. I'm just saying like.
But what's the point of you staying over here if I don't need you, brother?
Okay.
When I said that, no Christians request up, only Muslims.
Well, I didn't see where it says no Christians request up. My fault.
Well, it
You have a
says
good night.
Muslims, so what does it mean only Muslims? It modifies that they're only Muslims.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
All right. It's fine. I'll let that slide. If the next one is going to come up and if he's a Christian, he's going to get blocked. Moderators, make sure that you're going to block that next person. If he's a Christian, make sure that you're blocking him. Because I'm not going to do this BS, dude. If you guys are not going to respect me as a host, if you guys are not going to respect my live streams, then guess what? You're not going to be here. You're going to get blocked. Simple as that. You on the stage?
Yo, yeah, so what do you take the Islamic dilemma to be?
Yeah, the Islamic dilemma has to do with the Quran making the claims that it confirms the previous scriptures, which it means that it's confirming the previous prophets. But when we go look at the previous prophets and what the previous scripture says, it totally contradicts what the Quran is saying, which it doesn't in line with the previous prophets. So therefore, Islam is false.
Okay, and what do you define the dilemma to be?
Yeah, the dilemma that has to do with the Quran, like I said, that it's confirming, right, the previous
No,
scriptures.
I'm asking you for a definition of a dilemma.
I don't have to give you the exact definition when I'm actually telling you what the dilemma is.
No, I don't want a verbatim definition from Oxford Dictionary.
Are you listening or you're not listening, dude?
I'm listening. I'm asking you
All
to
right,
define
awesome.
dilemma.
So pretend that you're listening instead of just waffling. Okay?
Okay.
Is
Wait,
the
hold
dilemma is, right, when the Quran contradicts the previous prophets, where it makes the claim that it confirms these books, but at the same time it is contradicting these books. Are you
So
willing
you don't
to
know what
engage?
a dilemma is. Okay, so if all you take the Islamic dilemma to be is the Quran making an absolute confirmation with prior scriptures
Yes, it
while
makes the
contradicting
total,
itself.
yeah, it makes the
Yeah,
totality of the
so
confirmation of the Injil and the Torah. But
yeah,
but hold on. Where does the dilemma comes? It comes where the Quran contradicts the previous scriptures. So therefore, the Quran is false.
no, it's a loaded question. That's
No, it's not a loaded
presupposing.
question. How is that a loaded question? Can you please answer that? Or you know what? Define what it means. A loaded question. Can you please give me the definition of loaded question?
Yeah, I can define what a loaded question is,
Go ahead.
but if you're gonna claim,
No. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
yeah, no problem. A loaded question is just gonna be when your interlocutor is presupposing something
Oh,
and asking you a
how am
question
I
based off that presupposition.
beautiful? I'm about to go ahead and grant you that definition. How am I
What do you mean you're gonna grant me that
hold on? How am I pre-proposing that thing when I'm actually stating facts over here and I'm showing you where the Quran is making the claim of confirming the
You're not
previous scriptures,
serious.
but at the same time it's contradicting these previous
Okay.
revelation. Can you please enlighten me
No,
with
I
that?
don't think you understood anything I said.
Oh,
Can
I
you
totally
stillman what I
actually
said?
understood what you're saying. Can you
Okay,
please
can you
tell man
repeat?
what I just told you?
Yeah, go ahead
What
and
did I
repeat what I
say?
said.
Can you repeat what I said?
Yeah, you're saying I'm proposing something which you take to be a fact.
No. Listen,
can you tell
listen.
me- That's
Repeat,
just burden shifting. Hold on.
repeat what I just said. Go ahead.
No,
I
that's
want to
burden
see.
shifting.
I want to see if you're listening. No, that's not burden shifting because
is,
I
because
gave
you
you.
strong
Listen,
in
I
that
gave you the
position.
argument of what the Islamic dilemma is. So please, still man, what my position is. Not only my position. Obviously, the Quran is position. So tell me what was my response to you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Repeat
you
what
respond.
what I responded.
Yeah, on your position, all you're saying is that the Quran is making an absolute confirmation, and it's directly contradicting these scriptures, right?
Okay, you
So
see how you're not listening? I'm talking about now listen, we haven't even gone to the author of the Quran. Okay, we could talk about the author of the Quran, whether intentionally he is going against, which you guys would love to always refer to the conscious edits, which it doesn't exist, by the way.
I think that's being a bit
Well,
too generous.
take it easy.
actually.
Hold on, take it easy. Let me finish, then I'll give you the mic. All right, which it doesn't exist at all. Libyan tried to do that. He failed and he became an apostate. Hopefully, you would not become an apostate like how Libyan is. But now, what I said was what my argument is, according to what the Quran is saying. The Quran is making a legit claims, right? That needs to be tested, right? The Quran is saying that it came to confirm in the 7th century. Muhammad came to confirm the Injil and the Torah. Would you agree?
No, of course. Yeah.
Okay. And would you agree that Muhammad came to confirm the totality of it, or would you say that he came to confirm parts of the Injil and the Torah? Parts of it. Beautiful. Now, here's where we have to discuss this matter, because you made a legit, right, so-called claim, by the way. Do you have any Quran verse, or even the
No.
scholars? Hold on, I'm not done. Give me scholars, and I would go to the first best 3 generations of Ahlus Salaf, where they actually said that you have to cherry pick within the Injil and the Torah, where you have to do conscious edits into the Injil and the Torah. Do you have any of them?
Whether I have them or not, it's not
Oh,
necessary.
so is it okay? I see what it is, guys. So it has to do with trust me, bro. All you have to do, trust me, bro. I'm gonna rely upon my
No,
own interpretation, but I'm gonna throw all of the scholars
hold on. I
under the
think
bus,
doing that.
even though the scholar says that you have to accept
Wait, hold on,
the
hold on.
Injil and the
I
Torah
think
as a
doing that.
whole.
Hold on, let me assess what you're saying. I think doing that is a bit too generous. You're gonna have to demonstrate. The default position is going to be that the Quran does not contradict itself, considering you're doing an internal critique. That's what
No, not only,
Islamic
not
elements.
only, not only that I'm doing internal critique, I'm doing an external critique as you know,
You're
as
doing an
far as
internal
internal
external
critique as well.
critique. What kind
Both.
of critique?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
okay?
I
Can you
could
tell me
do
what an internal critique is?
what do I mean by external critique? When I
No,
actually say
define
one
an
second,
internal critique,
one
please.
second,
I don't
dude,
even know
one
what that is.
second, dude. I'm about to, if you could just listen instead of throwing odd hams. External
That's not an
when I
adhan.
actually, can I finish,
That's not
dude,
an
or
adhan.
you're gonna keep running your mouth and cut me off? Cut me off one more time and see what's gonna happen. Okay?
Bro, I
Cut
didn't
me
even
off
get to
one more
assess what you're
time. Cut
saying.
me off one more time while I'm responding to you, so I could
All right,
send you
go ahead.
back.
Yeah,
What
go
do I
ahead.
mean by external critique? What do I mean? I mean, if we have to define, right, the Injil and what the Injil truly is, if we have to go there, then we're going to have to go look at historicity. According to the historical evidence and data that we have, that the Injil is referring to the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, right? Now, if I have to do an internal critique, then I'm going to have to, all I have to show is, watch this. All I have to show is that the Injil and the Torah has no textual corruption at all. And if I could do that, then you're gonna have to go with me, right? Where the Quran is confirming the Injil and the Torah, which it would be aka the Bible. And but it contradicts it at the same time. Okay?
I
So
mean, hold on, let me
did
possess.
you understand
Hold on,
what I
hold
said?
on. Yeah, sure. Let me just pose my argument right.
Did you
I'm
understood
not
what I
gonna.
said?
Yeah, I did understand what you
Alrighty.
said.
Beautiful. Let's see if you're gonna
Let
still
me,
man.
hold on. Let me pose. Yeah, let me assess your argument first. Yeah, so what I'm saying, right, is that the Quran does not have to explicitly state that it's making a partial confirmation. And if you're claiming that it's making an absolute confirmation, then you're going to have to demonstrate that to be the case, given that part of your argument is an internal critique. You're assuming the Quran and proving some sort of absurdity within it, right? So
All
I'm
right,
saying, where
beautiful.
does the Quran
Go
verbatim
ahead.
say this? My default position is going to be the Quran never makes a contradiction, which entails that I can assume this is talking about a partial confirmation,
Yeah,
not
this is your
holistic one.
position. This is okay. This is your own
So
interpretation
can
that you
you prove
one
how
second.
my
Hold on.
interpretation is
One
a,
second, dude. Let me go ahead
wait,
and answer you.
hold on, I'm not
Let
done.
me go ahead and answer you. Yes, you're done.
Let
You
me
just
wait,
finished.
hold on. I'm asking you for no, I didn't. Hold on.
All right, go
Last
ahead. No
okay, let me
problem.
get a word up. Can you
Go ahead.
demonstrate how my interpretation
Yeah,
results in a contradiction?
sure. No problem. No problem. Let me go ahead and do that. So what you said, right, which is flipping the argument, right, that I'm actually presenting against you, and I'm showing you where the dilemma comes in, right? Now what you're saying is, well, I'm making a claim, but guess what, Sylv? I'm not gonna provide any evidence. I want you to provide evidence against my claim that I made without any evidence that I have already provided, which is crazy, right? So it has to do with you, Sylv, right? Even though that I'm making the claim, I'm not gonna provide any evidence. I want you to do my job for me. How the heck does that even make sense? But guess what? Even though that you want to flip it and switch it on me, I'm still going to cook you on this. Watch how I'm going to show you something clear. Allah that is condemning those who cherry pick within, what's it called? The book, then doing conscious edits, which is which is cherry picking. Let's go to Surah Al-Baqarah 85. Can you please read that?
I mean, I'm on my phone. 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. Guys, make sure that you're smashing the like button, share the live. Let's get the algorithm of the live stream, guys, whether you're on YouTube or TikTok. Watch this, guys. I'm going to show him something as clear as daylight where Allah is condemning those that are cherry picking, then
I
him
guess
making a
hold
claim
on.
without no evidence. Watch this. Go ahead and read it.
Just to be clear, is this meant to be a reductio towards my interpretation of this verse?
Yeah, go ahead and read it, please. Instead of asking a question, go ahead and read
What's
it.
the verse?
Are you willing to answer? Go ahead and read it, bro. It's Surah Al-Baqarah 85. Do you know what chapter is Al-Baqarah?
That's 2.
All right. Go ahead. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Does it take you a long time to bring it in or what? I don't get it.
Oh, I already read it. Yeah.
You read it? No. I want you to read it out loud. Go ahead. Read it out loud,
Why is
please.
that necessary?
No, it is. It's very necessary because people are watching and wants to learn. Okay, so go ahead and read it.
I mean, it seems like you just wanted to read the relevant.
Go
part.
ahead and read it, dude.
Yeah. Okay. 1 sec. Do you believe in some of the scripture and reject the rest? Is there any reward for those who do among you?
Who is Allah speaking to over here? Who is Allah speaking to over here?
Hold on. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. It might be
You're not exactly sure.
presumably.
Let me actually help you out. Let me actually help you out. Allah is speaking. Allah is speaking to the Jews. 1 second. Let me answer you. Allah is speaking to the Jews that are cherry picking within the Torah, within the law of Moses, and He's telling them that you guys have nothing to stand on. Even Surah Al-Ma'idah 68 actually demonstrate that as well, because we're going to go there after this, and I'm going to show you how you don't know what you're talking about. He's telling them, how dare you guys to cherry pick within the law of Moses, which would be the 5 books of Moses, the Torah, right? Because the Torah itself means law. Would you agree?
Oh, sure, but
All right, beautiful. Awesome. So the Torah means Allah of Moses. So what Allah is doing over here, He's condemning those that are cherry picking, and He's telling them to accept the totality. And if you cherry pick within the Torah, then you will end up in the hellfire. Just like you, how you're trying to cherry pick
because-
within
hold
the
on.
Torah, Allah is condemning you to hell.
Yeah, we have a reason as to why we reject certain verses and accept others. They don't.
Oh, so are you saying that I'm going to go against Allah's words? So you're going against Allah when Allah is condemning the Jews for doing that? So-
Allah is condemning the Jews. Hold on. Allah is condemning the Jews because they have absolutely no reason. It's arbitrary to cherry pick.
You have an echo. What is that echo that is coming? There's a noise, annoying noise coming from your mic.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Is it still?
Okay, I think you're good now. All right.
Okay.
What did you say? Say it again.
Yeah, I said the Jews are cherry picking verses arbitrarily or going against the words of God. We actually have a reason.
So Allah is condemning the Jews for doing that, right? So Allah is condemning those that are cherry picking within the Torah, correct? Which would be the Jews, correct?
Yes, arbitrary.
All right, beautiful. All right, so He is condemning those that cherry pick. If He's going to condemn the Jews to cherry pick within the Torah, right, then He's going to condemn you and all other believers that are trying to cherry pick within the revelation of Allah. Would you agree? Because those are the words of Allah, whether you want to consider it to be Injil, Torah, Zabur, or the Quran. Would you agree?
No, because we would say this is the uncorrupted Torah. This is the uncorrupted Torah.
Oh, wait, hold on. So are you saying that the Torah and the Injil was not corrupted during the time of your own prophet?
This was during the time of the Prophet.
When was this then? When was this
I mean, I'm
revealed?
not sure.
When
I
was Surah
wasn't there.
Al-Baqarah 85 revealed then? Of course it was during the time of your prophet in
That
the
doesn't-
Mecca.
Oh my God. Yeah, that doesn't.
This was during the time of a Mecca, you know that, right?
Okay, well, even if that is the case, not all of the verses in the Quran are talking about the present time in which they were revealed. Can
No,
be
it is.
referencing
No, it
stories
is.
amongst
And this is one of the example why you cannot cherry pick within, the Torah and the books of Allah.
How do you know? Okay, wait. Can you show me that this is talking about the Jews at that time and not the time of Moses?
Yeah, let me ask you a question.
Because we
When was
chronologically
Surah Al-Baqarah revealed?
During the time of the Prophet. Like what? How is
Wait,
that
wait, wait,
relevant?
Wait. Are you saying hold on 1 second. Are you saying that there was no Jews during the time of your own prophet
No,
upholding
that's
the
not what I'm
Torah?
saying. I'm saying, hold on. Do you think the Quran
No.
never references
Answer the
stories of
don't
Moses and
don't
Jesus?
run. Don't run. Answer the question. Were there
Nobody's running.
Jews? Were there Jews judging by the Torah during the time of your prophet? Yes or no?
Yeah, but that's not what this verse is referencing.
Okay, then let's go. Okay, beautiful. Let's go. Okay, do you have the asbab and nuzul of the ayah?
I'm not sure what that is.
Alrighty. You don't know what the asbab and nuzul, and you're a Muslim. You call yourself to be a Muslim. You don't even know what the asbab and nuzul.
Yeah, I'm not.
What a
I'm
jahil.
not sure what that's.
Asbab and nuzul means a revelation for this matter, because you know every chapter was revealed for a purpose. Correct?
Okay.
Alrighty, let's take a look. Asbab. Let me show you how you don't know what you're talking about. But the whole point is to show how Allah is condemning those that are cherry picking, right, within the book of Allah, which would be the words of Allah. Okay, let's see. Correct?
Sorry, what? I was reading the context.
You would consider if Allah is condemning the ones that are cherry picking within His books, then He would condemn the others to cherry pick within the. Okay, no problem. Sure, no problem. We'll get to that, and you're gonna have to show me how the Injil and Torah has been corrupted, which you have not done yet, by the way. But you would agree, but you would agree that Allah condemned those that cherry pick within His revelation, which would be His books, correct?
Which cherry pick His books? Yeah, the uncorrupted scriptures, of course. Yeah.
All right, so you cannot cherry pick within the books of God, right? The books of Allah, correct?
Within the uncorrupted books of Allah.
Which would refer to the books of God. This is why I'm saying the books of Allah. You wouldn't say that the books of Allah are corrupted, correct?
The books of Allah can get corrupted.
Oh, so the revelation of Allah, which was written down, can get corrupted. So the words of Allah can get corrupted.
They could, but after the Quran was revealed, obviously Allah promised to preserve it.
So wait a minute. According to your own logic, then we could say that the Quran has been corrupted as well, right?
If all corrupted means is people inserting their own fabricated.
Yeah. For example, I could write. Sure. So I could now write a book, right, besides the Quran and corrupt the Quran by doing that. Did I textually corrupt the Quran?
No, I mean, like I said, it depends on what that means.
It depends on what? It depends on what?
On what it means to corrupt the scripture.
What it means to corrupt the scripture?
Yeah, so when you say, can Allah's scripture be corrupted, what does that even mean?
Yeah, well, what do I mean by corrupted? I mean, can Allah's words get corrupted? What do you mean? The definition of getting corrupted, or I mean, I have to define everything for you, dude. You don't even know what corruption means. Corruption has to do with textual corruption, or corruption could even happen with distorting the meaning, which is not a textual corruption, right? Because there's different type of corruption. Now we're talking about textual corruption. Would you agree, or would you say that the revelation of Allah, right, which will refer to be the books of Allah, can they get textually corrupted?
Yeah, if all that just means is it's no longer preserved, then
MashaAllah. So according to your own logic, right, that the Quran can get corrupted as well. MashaAllah. Beautiful.
It can't.
It cannot? Oh, so you're gonna play the double standard, huh? You're gonna play the double standard, so the Quran cannot get corrupted, but the other books could get corrupted, which all of them are considered to be the words of Allah.
To preserve those books, like what do you know?
Oh, so Allah deceived, right, His believers for Him to corrupt His words.
That's just tangential. How's this like?
So did Allah deceive His followers?
Yeah. So who cares? Who cares? How's this like?
So did Allah deceive His followers?
Oh my God! What? What are you talking about, bro?
You just said that Allah's books, which would be the Injil and Torah, can get corrupted, but not the Quran. Correct? Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. Then if that's the case, then are you saying that Allah is the one that misled his followers? Is he the one that deceived his followers to
No,
corrupt
it's
the
not
Injil and the
direct.
Torah?
Yeah. Oh my God. If God is, if a
You can
book
laugh all
isn't
you want,
preserved
but
by
answer the
God,
question,
hold
dude.
on. Yeah, if a book isn't promised to be preserved by God and it
Where
gets
does it
corrupted
say?
by
Where
people,
does it
that
say
doesn't
that the
make
book
sense.
was not promised to be preserved? Can you show me that in the Quran?
It never mentions to be preserved in the Quran.
No, no, no,
That's
no,
just
no.
like a negative claim.
Show
What are
me.
you talking about?
Okay, no problem. So when the Quran talks about the confirmation of the previous scriptures, you would say that it's confirming, some of it, which we would say, right, parts of that scripture. Now, let me give
Yeah, you
you an
still haven't
example. Let me give
demonstrated.
you. Yeah, no, I can easily. We'll get to it. I like to do slow cook. I'm a slow cook guy. I don't like to cook you within a minute, because
Your
it's nice to
rhetoric
always
is
cook you.
horrible, bro.
It is always good to cook you slowly. Now,
Mr.
let me give you an
Bro.
example. Hold on, Sona. Let me give you an example. If I write a statement and that statement contains 10 sentences, then I give it to my followers and I say that Sona is going to come
Contains what,
confirm.
sorry?
One second. It contains 10 sentences, right? It has 10 sentences. I wrote 10 sentences on that statement and I give it to my followers and I tell my followers that Sona is going to come and confirm that. Are you going to confirm parts of that statement or are you going to confirm the totality of that statement?
Yeah, sorry, repeat what you said. I wasn't, just had a brain fart.
Okay, then open your ears, clean your ears, pretend that you're listening. What I say is that I give an example, right? If I write a statement and that statement it has 10 sentences that I wrote, and I give it to my followers, then you come later on confirming that statement. Are you going to confirm parts of that statement or are you going to confirm the totality of that statement?
No, confirm. I mean, it's relative, right? Because
Can you answer the
statements-
question?
Yeah, because hold
All
on.
right, let's
I
see if you
told
can answer the question.
relative. So I can confirm parts of that statement, which would just mean I would only confirm parts of that statement.
So are you going to
this-
confirm parts of it or are you going to confirm the totality of it? Which one is
I
it?
told you it's relative. The statements could have a contradiction in which.
Can you answer the question? If you're going to be dishonest here, I'm just going to move on. So answer the question.
I already
Right?
did.
No, you did not answer the question. You're saying all you're doing is saying, right, well, I could confirm parts of it, right? Or I could do this and that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Are you gonna I wrote it. So what am I giving an example for? Like for example, right? For example, right? The revelation, right, of Allah. Like, let me give you. I brought this example to connect it with Jesus and Muhammad, but it looks like that you're too slow to even understand it. The example.
It's a weak analogy.
So when no, it's not a weak analogy. Still, see, this is what she says as well. But the problem is when she says that, she's not even understanding what she's talking about. Because she could talk, but that doesn't mean that she could comprehend.
What are you talking about?
So let me go ahead and give you what I mean by that. So when Jesus received that revelation, which would be the wisdom, right, and he was preaching the wisdom, but that wisdom, which would be the revelation, was written afterwards, right, which would refer to the preservation, okay, of what Isa ibn Maryam was preaching. But then Muhammad comes, confirm, right, that Injil, which would be the good news that Jesus was preaching, right? He would obviously confirm the totality of it because it would consider it to be the words of Allah. So this is why I had to bring the example of me writing a statement, right? And that statement contains 10 sentences, right? And and I give it to my followers and I tell my followers, someone is going to come, he's going to confirm that statement. Are you going to confirm that totality of that statement, or are you going to cherry pick within that statement?
No, it's relative to the content of the statement, whether I confirm partially or holistic.
All right, go down and keep smashing the like button like the good boy that you are. You see why I can't have a discussion with people who are so dishonest? The reason why he cannot answer the question, because he's cornered. And if he said yes, he's going to have to say yes. He just cooked himself and he just buried himself with that analogy. Only if that statement is preserved? Nah, y'all must be stupid and slow, huh? Look at this guy. That guy said, look, this guy said, only if that statement has been preserved. Now you must be so stupid. If I write that statement, which of me being a prophet, let's say for example, and I give it to my followers. This is the reason why I said followers, dummy. And I say that this person is going to confirm, which I'm referring it to be to the prophet. He's going to come and confirm that statement, right? Obviously, he's not going to confirm parts of that statement. He's going to have to confirm the totality of that statement. You see how you're so stupid and you can't even comprehend? I mean, don't get me wrong. According to an authentic hadith, Allah says, right, ناقصات العقل. He's referring to the females are being ناقصات العقل. But the problem is that you guys are ناقصين العقل as well. You have a deficiency in the brain as well. أحد one أحد one أحد. How are you, brother?
Hello, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself?
Your voice is kind of low, bro.
I'm sorry?
Oh, now I can hear you. Okay. How are you
Can you hear
doing?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you?
I'm doing good, brother. Can't complain by the grace of God. I'm doing good, my.
Okay, so what's the argument? Go ahead.
Yeah, the argument has to do with Islamic dilemma. Are you familiar with the Islamic dilemma? I think you have something in the background. Do you have the something open? Because I hear myself as well.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, if you could
Is
just
that
fix
better?
that. Speak?
Is that better?
Yeah, now it's good, brother. Yeah, so are you familiar with the Islamic dilemma?
I mean, you could explain it to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Islamic dilemma has to do with the Quran making the claim of confirming the Injil and the Torah, right? But when we go and check the Injil and the Torah, it totally contradicts what the Quran is trying to confirm. It's just a simple, way that I could put it for you.
Oh. Okay, but why do you make the assumption that the Quran is confirming Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? What's that assumption based on?
Yeah, because the Quran is testifying on the truth of the Matthew, Luke, and John. For example, open up Surah Al-Safa. Let me actually go and open it up. Not only that, we could even go to Surah Al-Ma'idah 45 as well, which we will do after this. But let me show you what I'm talking about.
Let's go verse by verse. That would be better.
Yeah, no, of course. That's why I'm taking it to step by step. So we'll go to 48, Surah Al-Fatiha. 28. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the screen.
Al-Fatiha.
No, Al-Fatiha, not Al-Fatiha. Let me go ahead.
Al-Fatiha.
48. Yeah, Al-Fatiha. That's what I said. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and open my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, there we go. And here's what it says. It says, Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, and those with him are firm with the disbelievers and compassionate with one another. You see them bowing and prostrating in prayer, seeking Allah's bounty and pleasure. The sign of brightness can be seen, and on their faces from the trace of prostrating in a prayer. And this is their description in the Torah. Now, if we go to your own scholars, right, this is what they say, that this was taken from Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 1 to 3, where Moses proclaimed, the Lord came from Sinai, rising from Seir upon us. He shone forth from Mount Paran, accompanied by a merit. Anyways, it goes on. All right, so this has been taken, right, from Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy. Now, let me even show you where the parables that Christ was speaking, where was it taken from?
No, it's all right. Let's just because we don't need to go on too much. I just want to point. So you mentioned that this verse is speaking about something in Deuteronomy. Some scholars, let's grant that some scholars say it's actually quoting Deuteronomy. Okay.
Yeah, scholars are saying
well,
that this is from Deuteronomy because it was taken from Deuteronomy. That's the thing. Because if you go to Deuteronomy 33, it's talking about the same thing.
Right, but because a verse is kind of similar or it's just the same verse, it doesn't logically follow.
What do you mean? What do you mean by similar? Well, we have both are where the Quran is literally copying from Deuteronomy 33, verse 1 to 3, where it's talking about Sinai, right? Where it's talking about the Lord came from Sinai. Same thing.
Does not mention
It's
that
talking
in the
about
verse.
man paran. Yes, it is. Here, I'm gonna read it again for you. Right? This is their description in the Torah. Right? And they're okay. What is the description? Right? Which would be the sign of brightness can be seen on their faces from the trace prostrated in the prayer. Where do we see this? Obviously, the scholars came into a conclusion that this is talking about Deuteronomy 33, chapter 33, verse 1 to 3. Right? Where do we see it? We see it from Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy, and here's what it says. This is the blessing with which Moses, the man of God, blessed the people of Israel before his death. And he said, this is what he said. The Lord came from Sinai and down, right, from Seir upon us, and he shone forth from Mount Paran, and he came from the 10,000s of holy ones, right? So we see this, obviously, according to Surah Al-Fatiha, okay? 28.
Okay, well, let me grant you that it is indeed.
Well, you have to
talking
grant me
about-
that. I mean, it's not up to me.
I-
It's not up to you. This is
no,
what the scholar
so-
says.
No, I don't. Just for the sake of argument, let me grant you that. What does that prove?
What does that prove? That proves that your Quran is testifying, right, on the truth of the Torah, right? Not only that it's testifying on the truth of the Torah, but it's testifying on the truth of the gospel, which I was gonna get to, right? And here's what it says. And their parable in the gospel is that.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hold on. Then let me finish so I can
ahead.
show you, brother. And their parable in the gospel is that of a seed that sprouts its tiny branches, making it strong, then it becomes thick, standing firmly on its stem, to the delight of the planters. All right. So where do we see the seed? Where do we see the seed? Right. We see it obviously in the book of Mark and Matthew. Right. Here's Matthew chapter 13, 3 to 9, where Jesus spoke many things to them in parables, saying, "Behold, the sower went out, so a seed fell on the good soil and yielded a crop, right? Some 100-fold, some 60." Then it continues and it mentions even Mark as well. So we can see that the Quran is making or is testifying, okay, on the Injil and the Torah as well. Now, Surah Al-Ma'idah 45 is another one that actually testifies on the Torah as well.
We get the point. We get the point. It's okay. So
Yeah.
your standard is that if a book quotes another book, then this means it believes that's authoritative or legislative or true. Is that your standard?
No, that's not what I only said. I said if the book is making a legit claim that is confirming the previous scriptures, right? And if we have evidence, not only historical evidence, but if we have even the scholars are saying, right, that this is referring to the Injil and the Torah, which would be the Bible, then we can make a case. Yes, this is talking about, the Bible.
Right. So regarding the verses that the Quran says that it's confirmed the Torah and the Injil, I'm going to respond to that, but I'm just responding to your initial argument, and you quoted some verses, and you used those verses that the Quran is quoting the books in the Torah and the Gospels. Therefore, the Quran thinks it's true holistically, that's authoritative, that's legislative. I'm responding to that argument by saying that doesn't logically follow just because a book quotes another book, that means it thinks it's authoritative or holistically true.
How does it not logically follow? Can you please explain that to me? According to what? Are you pointing your position and saying that, this cannot follow at all? Do you have any more, for example, do you have any scholars like any first within the first best 3 generations that said that? Or do you have any hujjah, any of that?
The pure principle itself doesn't logically follow. So, for example, let me give you an example. Do you believe the book of Enoch to be true?
I'm sorry? The book of Enoch? No, the book of Enoch cannot be true because it was a forgery. Just like how you would say that Uthman, right, burned the other Quran because it has some falsehood in it. This is according to your logic, right? That he hold on.
Again,
This is the same. Hold on. I'm gonna show you how you are. What you just made as a claim, it doesn't even work.
No,
Because
that's
if
not
we're
the
gonna
debate today.
one second,
That's not the
dude.
discussion.
1 second, dude. If we're gonna have to go according to your own logic, then we're gonna have to come into a
I didn't
conclusion
even
that the
argue,
Quran
I
is
just
false
asked
as
you a
well.
question. I just
Yeah.
asked you a question.
Yeah, we don't take
I didn't make an argument.
because the book of Enoch is forgery. That's the
Okay,
thing.
good. I didn't make an argument. I just asked you, do you believe it's a forgery or is it true?
But your question that you're asking, I know where it's going. This is why I answered you. I give an
Okay, where is
answer.
it going? Go ahead. Where's it going?
Well, you're gonna say, right? Why not the Book of Enoch was not within the canon, right,
No, I didn't.
of the
Absolutely
Bible?
not.
Then what's the point of you
Absolutely
bringing
not.
the Book of Enoch?
Because Jude, the book of Jude, quotes a verse from the book of Enoch, quotes a prophecy from the book of Enoch.
No,
Yet
it
you
does
don't believe that
not.
the book of
No,
Enoch.
no, it does not. It does not necessarily quotes it from the book of what's it called, Enoch. And let me ask you a question.
Oh,
One second,
okay.
Habibi. 1 second. We'll get to it. Where does the book of Job what's it called, reference,
Jude.
or no, 1 second, dude. I'm not done. Where does the book of Job says? Job, sorry, says that Enoch, that I'm actually confirming, right? Enoch, in essence, where the Quran is making a legit claim.
Right. So again, I just told you this. The argument that the Quran, or you bringing up the verses that the Quran confirms the Torah and the Injil, that's a completely different point. I
No,
don't
it
respond to
is.
that.
No, it is, and I'll tell you why it is actually relevant. Because the whole point of this whole conversation has to do with what the Quran is making as a legit claim. That is talking about the previous books, which would be the Injil and the Torah. And I'm trying to show you not only that the Quran is testifying, even your own scholars, like for example, Ibn Taymiyyah, the Shaykh of Islam, says, right, that this is referring to the Bible that was confirmed by your own prophet. Would you like to see that?
Hold on, let's slow down a little bit. So, see,
Are we gonna talk about scholarship or what? Are we? Because here, look, if you're gonna give your own opinion,
I don't think
and I'm gonna
scholarship is
give
really relevant to
no,
this
oh,
conversation.
it
We're
is
speaking about scripture.
100%. No, we're not speaking about the scripture. We're speaking about the claim that your Quran is making. What the heck are you talking about?
Yeah,
This
but
has nothing
let's
to
go
do with
claim
the
by claim.
scripture.
So you mentioned a few points. So you said that well, those arguments are individual arguments. They're pertaining to one
No, 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 no,
holistic
no, 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 no,
argument,
no, no.
to one
This is
bigger
not.
argument,
No, no,
but
no,
they're
no, 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 no,
different
no, no, no.
objections.
This is not individual arguments. This has to go back to the Salaf. This has to go back to Ahlus Salaf, the Salaf and the Khalif. Do you know who are the Salaf and Khalif?
Yeah, I'm not speaking about that. I'm speaking
Okay,
about
can you
your
tell me who
argument
are the
that
Salaf and Khalaf? Well, my argument relies upon the Salaf and the Khalaf and what the Khalaf says according to what the Injil and the Torah is. They
that
said
could be
that
the
these
first three
books,
generations,
they said that
but
these
again,
books, they said that these books has been preserved. You're saying no, these books has corruption. So can you show me now? Here's my challenge to you. Show me where these books, or where the Salaf and the Khalaf are saying that these books has been corrupted. Do you have any of them?
yeah. So actually, I can show you from the Quran itself how these books have corruption.
Well, if we're gonna go to the Quran by itself, you can't even show it, because I'm gonna show you where the Quran is actually proving my point by actually confirming these books, right? And you have to
Yeah.
uphold these
By
books,
the way,
and you have
you
to
don't
observe them.
misquote Ibn. Yeah. So don't misquote Ibn Taymiyyah, okay? Because Ibn
How did
Qayyim
I
in
how
Majmu'
did I
al-Fatawa,
misquote Ibn Taymiyyah?
because you're misrepresenting his position,
Let's go
right?
to it.
So
Okay, no problem. Let's go to Ibn
no,
Taymiyyah. No, it's
okay.
take it
Make your point.
easy.
You can make your point.
Let's
You
go
can make
to
your
Ibn
point.
Taymiyyah. I'm gonna
Go.
and by the way, I'm gonna show you what Ibn Qayyim al-Jawzi says. By the way, take it easy, because Ibn Qayyim al-Jawzi is a student of Ibn Taymiyyah. All right, so let's take it easy.
I already know what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna
What
refute
am
it,
I
by
gonna
the way.
bring? How do you know what I'm gonna bring?
Because you're gonna make a very big blunder. You're gonna make,
How do
have
you
a
know?
distinction.
How do you know what I'm gonna bring?
Because there is a distinction
Because
between
what?
Listen, there's a distinction between Ibn Taymiyyah position about the Injil after
How
the
do you
oral
know,
transmission and
brother?
before the oral transmission.
Brother, you have not answered the question that I've been asking you. How do you know what I'm gonna bring from Ibn Taymiyyah? How do you know?
Yeah, because Ibn Taymiyyah, when he says it's preserved, he means that what's preserved is after the oral tradition. So the oral tradition has been corrupted.
No, he
and
doesn't
through
talk.
that,
No, he doesn't talk about the oral tradition.
oh, he
You
actually
see
does.
you see what I'm saying? That you don't know what you're talking about. With all the respect
I
to
can
you,
show you right now.
which
Open
book?
Majmu' al-Fatawa.
Which book?
Hold on. So Ibn al-Qayyim in Majmu' al-Fatawa, he mentioned three positions of
I will
scholars.
give
Okay?
you three positions. Okay, we'll get to it. I have it. Take it easy.
And he mentions the
We'll
third
get to-
position to be the position of
We'll
Shaykh
get to
Ibn
it.
Taymiyyah.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it, brother. We'll get to it. This is what I'm bringing into the table. Take it easy. He's gonna quote the Salaf and the Khalif, correct?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is he gonna quote them? Yes or no?
No, here he speaks specifically about Ibn Taymiyyah.
Huh?
He speaks specifically about Ibn Taymiyyah.
Is
The
Ibn
position of Ibn
Taymiyyah
Taymiyyah.
gonna quote the Salaf and the Khalaf as well in his Majmu' al-Fatawa?
Habibi, Ibn al-Qayyim mentions the three positions, and the third position he's mentioning that's also the position of Ibn Taymiyyah.
Alright, let's go to it. تعال. تعال حبيبي انت تعال. تعال. This is the book of collected fatwas by Majmu' al-Fatawa. Right? By who? By Ibn Taymiyyah, volume 13, page 104. Read here حبيبي. Oh, you know what? Do you know how to read Arabic?
Yeah, let's read that.
يلا خلنا نقرأ العربي. Read the Arabic. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead. إنما أخذ عن أربعة.
Yeah, ثم من هؤلاء من زعم أن كثيرا مما في التوراة والإنجيل أو الإنجيل باطل ليس من كلام الله.
Who is he? Who is he? Hold on. Who is he quoting over here? Who is he quoting over here that is saying these words?
Yeah, as I can see on the screen, he's mentioning four positions. أحد عن أربعة.
I know حبيبي, but who is he quoting? Who is saying this? ثم من هؤلاء من زعم أن كثيرا مما في التوراة أو الإنجيل باطل ليس من كلام الله ومنهم. Who is he quoting over here?
Yeah, you need to show the context.
Brother, you said that I have read this and you don't even know who is he talking about here?
Yeah, sure, but again,
what the hell? Continue. من قال. Go ahead.
من قال ذلك قليل.
من قال بذلك. So what is he doing? He is refuting the ones that are making this claim, right?
Go and make your argument. I disagree, but go.
No. I want you to understand. We're going step by step. Habibi, is he refuting the ones that are saying this?
No, he's just mentioning the positions of the people at the time. He's just mentioning the positions of people at the time. He's not refuting anything.
Habibi, man qala. Who is saying this? Them. The ones that are claiming that these books has been corrupted and they cannot be the words of Allah, correct? He's saying, بل ذلك قليل. وقيل. That they have said as well. He's given another opinion. He's going to give the Salaf's opinion at the end. Okay? So, this is what they're saying. Right? So he gives, you're right, he gives three opinions. Right? But he takes the third opinion. And I will show you which one it is. Right? But these are the ones, right, that are making this claim. That doesn't mean that he agrees with this claim. Right? Then he said, وقيل. And it was said, لم يحرف. Go ahead. لم يحرف أحد. Go ahead.
So وقيل لم يحرف أحد. So go ahead.
شيئا.
So just mentioning the position.
Go ahead.
وقيل لم يحرف أحد شيئا من حروف الكتاب وإنما حرفوا معانيها
بالتأويل.
وهذان قولان قال كلا منهما كثير من المسلمين وصح القول الثالث.
Okay, hold on. He's saying that the first position that they were saying that the words are textually corrupted and those words are not from Allah. He's saying, right, that this was not truly taken, correct?
Yeah, you can say that. That's what he said.
Okay, and he continues and he says, وَالصَّحِيحَ الْقَوْلِ الثَّالِث. The third one is the correct one, right?
Yeah, that's the position that he holds.
Beautiful. And what is the third one? Continue reading it.
هو أن في الأرض نسخا صحيح نسخا صحيحة. I can't see the next one.
Okay, continue. And what does he say? Translate that. Translate that, please, to everybody so people can understand.
Yeah, so he has the position that the scriptures or the Torah and the Injil have remained the same during
the scriptures that has to do with the Injil and the Torah, correct? That contains the Injil and the Torah, right?
Yeah, so he holds the position that's the same during the time of the Prophet.
Oh, so if there is manuscripts, right, that contains what the Bible is, and Muhammad came to confirm, right, that, then that means that he's talking about the preservation of the Bible, huh? Because he's saying that there was left off manuscripts where Muhammad confirmed, and even after him confirming, huh?
Right, so I don't have any issue with that position. I actually agree.
Oh, so do you agree with him talking about the preservation of the Bible?
Yeah, I hold the position that the Injil and the Torah in the time of the Prophet. Hold on. Let me finish my
Beautiful.
point.
Thank you so much.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
finish my point?
Yeah, no, of course, brother. Go ahead.
Okay. So I hold the position that during the oral recitation, I mean the reliance on the oral tradition, the Torah and the Injil have been corrupted in that sense in the oral tradition, during the reliance on the oral tradition. And then when the oral tradition shifted to be something written on scripture, as scripture, okay, that corruption was already embedded within the scriptures. And from that time it has been preserved. And
So
this
when
is
you
the Injil and the
say,
Torah,
so
the
let
time of the
me
Prophet.
just understand what you're saying. Are you saying that the Injil and the Torah was preserved obviously after your prophets, but at some point later on they were corrupted? Is that what you're saying?
No. So first of all, the Injil and the Torah would be the Injil and the Torah would be referring to what the Arabs had in the 6th century in Arabia, okay? And these scriptures, quote unquote, are preserved. However, what the content in these scriptures is not the original content, because the original content has been distorted during the reliance of
Yeah,
the
but
oral
Muhammad,
tradition.
yeah. But the problem is the Shaykh of Islam Ibn Taymiyyah is quoting the Salaf, the qawl of the Salaf and the Khalif, and he's saying, he's taking this third opinion, and he's saying, right, that that there was left off manuscripts, right, that has to do with the Bible, which would be the Injil and Torah, where Muhammad confirmed, and even afterwards as well. So he's talking about the preservation of the Injil and the Torah. Now, if he's talking about the preservation of the Injil and the Torah, and he says that there was many manuscripts after Muhammad confirmed the Bible, then that means what we have in today's age is the same one that we had during that time as well.
Yeah, so again, that doesn't really prove anything because you don't have any evidence to prove
That doesn't prove
what the
anything.
Arabs had.
What do you mean that
Hold
doesn't
on.
prove anything?
Because there's absolutely no evidence that what the Arabs had in the 6th and 7th century in Arabia.
No,
is
because he's
mathematical
talking about the manuscripts, and we do have those manuscripts. What are you talking
I
about?
challenge you. I
What?
challenge you to show me one.
Yeah, we have
manuscript
Codex Vaticanus.
from
We have Peshitta.
from Arabia.
Oh, from Arabia, Peshitta. The Syriac
Arabia,
manuscript,
6th
Peshitta.
century.
Yeah,
7th century.
Yes, Peshitta Syriac manuscript. Yes, have you
No,
actually
Syriac manuscripts.
Peshitta Syriac? Because Syriac was around the Mecca. Do you know that or what?
Oh my God.
What?
Syriac. I'm speaking about in Arabia, the region.
Yes,
of Arabia.
yes. Peshitta manuscript was around
That's not in
the
Arabia,
Mecca.
mate. That's in the Sham region.
Brother, the manuscripts of Peshitta that contains the Bible was around the Mecca. Do you know that?
First of all, what you have from the
Let me
Peshitta is a
actually
reconstruction. It's a
hold on.
reconstruction.
Hold on.
It's not the
Let me
original, it's a
actually
reconstruction.
one second,
It's
brother.
in Asham, it's not in Arabia.
Brother, let me ask you a question. What is the
It's not in
Peshitta?
Mecca and Medina, bro.
What is the Peshitta? Can you tell us what is the Peshitta?
Yeah, so the problem with saying that it's the Peshitta is because what you have of the Peshitta is a reconstruction of what the origin might have looked like.
Does
So,
it contain does it contain the whole Bible?
Yes, but that doesn't really matter.
Oh, so it does contain the whole Bible. Okay, beautiful. And that Peshitta manuscript was around the Mecca as well, huh? Because there was
No,
because there was
because it's
Assyrians. One second, dude. There was Assyrians, right? That was in the Mecca as well.
There is no evidence for Peshitta being in Medina and Mecca.
What do you mean that there
There's
is
no
no
evidence.
evidence?
There's no manuscript evidence that in Mecca and Medina the Peshitta was there.
Did Muhammad?
There's
Let
no
me
evidence.
let me ask you a question. Did Muhammad read from the Hebrew Torah?
He read fragments.
No, it doesn't say.
he read-
No, he doesn't say fragments
Not
because
fragments,
Waraqa
This-
bin Nawfal was translated
portions,
from the Hebrew.
portions.
No, it doesn't say portions. Show me what in the Hadith talks about the portions. Where Waraqa
I'm
bin
saying
Nawfal
that-
was translating right the Hebrew, right Torah
No,
to the Arabic.
We actually have the reason that it cannot be the New Testament and the Old Testament is because we have authentic narrations. that
Okay, what was
mention.
what was Waraq ibn Nawfal translating then?
Hold on. We have authentic narrations of Christians and Jews reading the Torah and the Injil, and the contents which they're reading does not match what you have today in the Bible. So it can't be the Bible.
What was Waraq ibn Nawfal translating then at that time?
Did you just hear what I said?
Repeat what you said. Go ahead. What was he
Okay.
translating? When he says that he was translating the Torah from Hebrew to the Arabic, what was that Torah that he was translating?
Look, I'm gonna give you like the final thing. It's not up for debate, okay?
Well, hopefully
It
you
cannot be the
could
Bible.
you could answer this time. Let's see if you could answer.
Yeah. So it can't be the Bible for this reason. You have ahadith, okay, authentic narrations of Christians and Jews reading the Torah and the Injil, and the contents which they're reading does not match what you have in the Bible today.
Show me
Cannot
that.
be the
Show me
Bible.
that. Show me that.
Sahih
Do you have evidence that these Christians and Jews that was reading something different than what we have today?
Yeah, Sahih al-Mawarid 1765.
Sahih what?
Sahih al-Mawarid 1765.
Sahih al what?
Sahih al-Mawarid 1765.
Sahih al Mawarid 176 what?
Sahih al-Mawarid 1765.
Ah.
Not sure if you're gonna find the book. I can send you the reference on.
Yeah, I don't have it. Do you
email.
have it? If you could go ahead and pull it up, you go ahead and pull it up here. I'll give you the book screen, Habibi. Go ahead.
Okay, 1 second.
And do
Just
we
give me
have
a
that
few-
today?
What do you mean after that today?
Do we have their reading today?
Can you clarify your question? I don't understand.
Yeah, because you said that this is what they were reading back then, which
Yep.
would be the Jews and the Christians, right?
Yep.
Okay, do we still have it today?
You mean the manuscript?
I mean, the book itself.
So in Arabia, specifically Mecca and Medina, in Arabia in general, there is no manuscripts of the Bible in that period of time. Whether it's doesn't matter. There's no.
So do we have
evidence
it?
at all.
So do we have it? Yes or no? I don't get it.
No, we don't.
So we don't have it. Okay, go ahead,
What's that
go
proof?
ahead and read your source, Habibi. Go ahead. Go ahead and read your source, and we'll get to it. Go ahead.
By the way, I can like back project this to you. I can just ask you about the book of Nathan. The
La
prophet
la la
Nathan.
la 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 la. Just open your
So where is
camera
it?
and read it, dude. You wanted to read from a hadith. Go ahead.
Okay, wait, give me just a
Yalla.
few minutes. Let me get my
No,
laptop.
no problem. Get your laptop. Oh, it's okay. We'll get to it, brother. We're gonna have fun today. Don't worry. So, ironically, guys, it was some other book, right, that the Jews and the Christians was reading in the 7th century, and it looks like that he knows what that book that the Jews and the Christians was reading, right? So let's find out, what book is that, if it's not what we have between our hands. Guys, make sure that you're smashing the like button, share the live. Let's get the algorithm of the live stream as well. How long do you need, brother? Habibi, how long do you need? All right, let's give him about a minute, guys, or 2 minutes. If he doesn't come, we'll just go ahead and move on to the next person. Ten, 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 ten. Ten, 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 ten. Oh man. Apparently, guys, right, that there's an Injil and the Torah that we don't know, about. Damn, Gina. I didn't know that there's another Torah and the Injil that we don't even know about. Interesting, huh? MashaAllah, brothers and sisters. MashaAllah.
You just give me a few minutes, man.
Brother, I mean, how long do you need? I'm going to have to give you another minute. If you can't find it, I'll just move on to the next person. And while you're bringing, what you have to bring.
Or no, I think that would be better. I'm gonna request up in the
Okay.
videos, okay?
No problem, brother. Go ahead and find that and come back.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next person. All righty. Let's see. Yo,
Hello.
what is happening?
How's everybody?
Everybody's doing good, brother. They want to see you win that $500, Mike. They truly want to see
Yeah?
you win that $500, Mike. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, awesome, brother. So, obviously, are you familiar with the Islamic dilemma or no?
Yeah, you can describe it very quickly.
Yeah, I'll describe it for you. Like the Quran makes the claim that it confirms the previous scriptures, which would be the previous prophets. But when we go check these previous prophets, it totally contradicts what the previous prophets are saying, which would be Muhammad, and therefore the Quran is false.
Confirms the previous prophets.
Yeah, he is making the claim that he is confirming the previous scriptures, which would be the previous prophets,
Scriptures.
the prophets as well. I mean, don't you believe in the prophets that came before him? And they had the revelation of Allah? Because if we're talking about the previous scriptures, that would mean the prophets, right? That would refer to the
Yes,
prophets
but
that
not
was
all the
preaching.
prophets. Not all the prophets are in the scriptures. But
Wait, who
yeah, go
else?
on.
Who else had the revelation that was sent down to him before, besides the prophets?
And if you're referring to scriptures, I'm just speaking about prophets in general. We don't know about
Well,
every single prophet
well, then what are
that was ever
the?
sent.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the previous scriptures. You know, who would
That's
have the
different.
previous scriptures?
The previous scriptures would be the Jewish and Christian scriptures.
And who is it sent down to? Like, for example, the Torah. Who was it sent down to, brother?
To Moses, peace be upon him, and
Was he was he a prophet or was he a
yeah,
kafir?
obviously,
Okay,
he's
he,
obviously a prophet.
okay. Then you would say that the Injil was revealed to Isa ibn Maryam, right? Was he a prophet or was he a kafir?
He's a prophet, obviously.
Okay, then then we can, understand that the previous scriptures it's referring to the prophets as well, because this is what was the revelation revealed to. It was revealed down to the prophets. Would you agree?
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
All right. Okay, so yeah, from the Quran, where the Quran is making the claim, right, that it should align with the previous prophets, but when we go check the previous prophets, it totally contradicts the previous prophets, and therefore Muhammad is false, and the Quran is
You
false
keep,
because it's making
you
a
keep
false
saying the
claim.
previous prophets. Well, the Quran
Okay,
doesn't claim
no problem,
about the previous scriptures.
no problem. Leave the previous prophets. We're talking about the previous scriptures for the sake of no problem. I grant you that previous scriptures. Okay, which would be the Injil and the Torah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
And
cool.
the concept of Injil and Torah Islamically, what do you think that is?
Yeah, the Torah, which refers, when the Quran is making the claim that is confirming the Torah, that Muhammad came to confirm the Torah, I believe that it's referring to the 5 books of Moses, right? And when what's it called? The Injil that was revealed to Isa ibn Maryam, which would be the wisdom, then it was written afterwards, because both of the books was written, right? That one would refer to the what's it called? The multiple accounts of one gospel, which would be the good news that the disciples of Christ wrote down. But at the
Yeah,
same
so
time, it
there's
contradicts him because the author of the Quran did not know what exactly, right, was the Injil and Torah. All he was doing is hearing what the Jews and the Christians are saying, but at the same time writing other things, right, besides what they were saying as well. Like, for example, Mary, right, conceived a child, right, where Christ was on the womb of Mary, right? We can see that, and this is true because this is what the Injil says, right? Second thing is, right, Jesus is the Messiah, right? We see that according to the Injil as well, right? We can see a couple things, right, that we agree with, which would be in the Injil, but some other stuff that which would contradict the Injil, right, and therefore that would be false.
That would be false to your standards. So the Gospel and Injil, there's what was revealed to Jesus at his time, what was revealed to the Moses regarding the Torah at his time, and then there's the books in the 7th century.
Okay,
So it's
would you say that the Injil and Torah was written afterwards?
the Torah. I'm certain it was written in its uncorrupted form. The Injil, I don't know if it was ever written in its totally uncorrupted form.
Okay, so these
But
these
Jesus was
books.
definitely preaching the Injil,
Okay,
speaking it.
okay, so these books was written because according to 417, I think 7157 says that that the Injil and the Torah was written. Let me go and read it for you.
Yeah, I know. I said it was written, but I don't
Okay,
know if it was ever written in its uncorrupted form.
of course it was written in uncorrupted form because how is Allah commanding, right, his believers, his followers, to go and check the Injil and the Torah, right, if it was not preserved? Are you saying that Allah wanted to mislead his believers?
No, so the Quran teaches that those scriptures, number one, were not preserved. That's number one. Number
Where
two,
does it say that?
when it speak the sorry, we'll get to it. And
No,
number
no, no,
two,
no.
the
But you made a claim. Let's please step by step, because I can't just allow
yeah,
you to
but
make
this
a
is very
claim.
important. No, this is just very. It's not. I'm not gonna. This is just very important to say. The Islamic concept of Injil is not uh Christian concept of Injil, because the Quran sees Jesus as a monotheistic prophet who claims to be a prophet, who claims to be the
Where do we
Messiah.
see that?
He-
On what Injil do we see that? Because what you're saying right now, you're saying that the Injil that you have is not the same Injil that the Quran is talking about. Okay, no problem. Let's take that aside. What Injil is the Quran talking about?
Yeah, so in this, it depends on the what verse you're referring to.
Do we have
Sometimes
that?
it's referring to it could be found within the Christian scriptures today.
Okay, and the Christian scriptures. Why are we going to the Christian scriptures, right? When you said that it has nothing to do with the Christian scriptures, and you're saying, right, that the Quran is making a confirmation about another book, not the one that we have today. So,
No, I didn't. Yeah, go ahead.
which book is the Quran confirming them, if it's not the one that we have today?
Yeah, I didn't say it's completely has nothing to do with the Christian scriptures. So there's two times when it's referring to the Injil, either what Jesus had at his time or in the 7th century. And 7th century, I would it's probably what the Christians have today within their books.
Okay, so you would say that Muhammad came to confirm what we have today in our hand, correct? Is that what you're saying?
To confirm the Injil.
Which would be the one that we have in our hand, correct?
Yeah, but not in an absolute manner.
Oh, beautiful. So
The Injil is
awesome.
still
So
you guys can still
Muhammad came to confirm the Injil, what we have today. Let me ask you a question. Can you confirm something that has been corrupted?
can you confirm something that has been corrupted? So the true Injil it could still be found within
Like for
within your
example,
scripture.
like for example, let me give you an example.
Mhm.
I'll give you an analogy. Like if I write a statement and that statement contains 10 sentences, I wrote 10 sentences in that, statement, and I give it to my followers, and I tell my followers that, you're gonna come, you as a person, gonna come and confirm that statement. Are you gonna confirm parts of that statement, or are you gonna confirm the totality of that statement?
Yeah, the Quran doesn't fully doesn't confirm everything.
No, that's
It
not what I asked. That's not what I asked, brother. Please pay attention. Okay, are you going to confirm the totality of that statement that contains 10 sentences that I wrote and I told my followers that you're going to come and confirm it? Are you going to confirm parts of it or the totality of that statement?
Yeah, if I only say I'm confirming it, then your point is valid. But if I say other things that has been changed and so
Where
on,
does
then
beautiful, and I totally agree with you. If let's say if I say, you know what, I wrote 10 sentences, right? And if anybody else writes, let's say, two other sentences, right, which it means 12 sentences, then that means that that statement is corrupted. Do not believe in them. But if I just write 10 sentences in that statement, then that means that that statement is preserved, correct? For you to confirm it, correct?
In a way, but I could also tell you,
In a
okay,
way?
go read this book.
What do you mean in a
Let me
way?
just explain very quickly.
No,
So,
no, no. But I wanna. But hold on. You said
but
in
I'm
a way.
explaining.
What
I'm
do you
telling
mean
you.
by in a way?
Yeah, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell
Okay.
you. If I go tell you read this book, it's very good. Does it mean it doesn't like every single thing in that book? You can't find one sentence that's not good? No, but I'm still
Which
telling you,
book?
you can go read this book. It's a good book.
Yeah,
Any
but
book
you're
in
saying
general
any
that I
book that
recommend.
has but this has nothing to do with the analogy that I gave you, because when I'm actually referring to the analogy, I'm referring to the what's it called, the statement that I wrote myself. I'm not actually referring you to the book, right? Which has nothing to do with me, right? I'm actually taking you and well telling my followers that this statement, I'm the one that actually wrote this statement that contains 10 sentences, give it to my followers, then I tell my followers that this guy is going to come and confirm him, right? Logically speaking, you would confirm the totality of that statement. You're not going to confirm just parts of that statement. Correct?
I can tell my friend, go and read Sylv's work on theology. Does it mean there's not one sentence that might be wrong or
Why can't you answer the question, since I'm actually being exact about what I'm saying? I'm saying 10 sentences, right? Within that statement. That statement contains 10 sentences.
if I say I'm
Right.
confirming the 10 sentences, then yes.
What if I
If I
say,
say I'm
okay,
confirming the 10
watch
sentences,
this. Okay, watch this. If I write a statement that contains 10 sentences and I give it to my followers and I tell them that he's going to come confirm that statement, are you going to confirm the totality of that statement or are you going to confirm parts of that statement?
you said he's gonna come confirm the 10 sentences?
That I wrote myself. But I never mentioned 10 sentences. It still contains 10 sentences. Are you going to confirm the totality of that statement or parts of that statement?
Now, logically speaking, I mean, it would be the whole thing, but there could still be
Thank you
room for
so much.
maybe a sentence to be wrong.
Thank you so much.
So it's not.
No. I just want you to be honest. And thank you for actually being honest that you would confirm, right, the totality of that statement. I totally appreciate it because this is what you're supposed to do. You're not going to confirm parts of that statement since that statement contains 10 sentences that I wrote myself.
Yeah, but it could still have a sentence that's wrong or maybe some grammar mistake here or there.
If it has. But the problem is that Allah doubles down and triples down that none could change Allah's words from his books. That's the whole thing. We have the Salaf even says that. But just give me 1 second. Hold on.
But the Quran doesn't confirm
hold on. Just 1 second. I'm just going to read a super chat real quick. We have a super chat from our brother. It's Gresisk, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you for that super chat. And he says, God bless you, King Silva. I wanted to ask for you to pray for me. Yeah, for sure, brother. I'll definitely keep you on my prayer. May God bless you and protect you and your family. Thank you for that. Yeah, good, brother.
The Quran doesn't. It confirms the previous scriptures, but it also says that they're not fully preserved.
Yeah, but it talks about the previous scriptures. So when you say that they're not fully preserved, what are you basing yourself on?
You're claiming the Quran confirms your book in totality and never claims that there has been any distortions.
No. What are you basing yourself on when you're saying, right, it was not fully preserved? Based on what? You're making claims
Based on
only,
what the
not
Quran
right?
says.
Where?
Quran 548.
Read it.
Okay, let's read it.
Are you
Hold
sure
on
that
one second.
548 says that? Because Muhammad is not going to help you now, right?
Look,
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna present what I believe, and then everyone could be, stubborn and not,
No. What I'm going to do is, listen to me. It's not going to help you. I'm going to bring you scholarship, Habibi. We're going to go to the scholarship, and I'm going to let your own scholars cook you. It's up to you. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
It's okay. I mean, I don't do this all day, so I'm just gonna read what I know.
All right.
Okay, so I'll do
Do what you gotta do, big boy.
Yeah, you know Arabic, right? So I'm gonna read in Arabic.
طبعا أنا عربي يا حبيبي شو ما أعرف عربي.
وأنزلنا إليك الكتاب بالحق مصدقا لما بين يديه من الكتاب ومهيمنا عليه فاحكم بينهم بما أنزل الله ولا تتبع أهواءهم عما جاءك من الحق لكل جعلنا منكم شرعة ومنهاجا ولو شاء الله لجعلكم أمة واحدة ولكن ليبلوكم فيما آتاكم فاستبقوا الخيرات إلى الله مرجعكم جميعا فينبئكم بما كنتم فيه تختلفون. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so let's start with the beginning of this
no
of this
problem.
verse.
Go ahead.
So you claim the Quran is only a musaddiq, only a confirmer, but in this verse we see the Quran,
No, that's not the
first
only
of all,
thing. That's not the only thing. The
musaddiqan
Quran,
lim.
The Quran is testifying, shahidan, which it means muhaiminan. Muhaiminan comes from a Syriac word, mhimini, which it
We
means
didn't
to
get there yet.
believe.
Yeah,
Oh,
we didn't
okay.
get there yet.
I thought you were asking me a
I'm just reading
question,
the
but go
first one.
ahead. Okay, no problem. Go ahead.
Okay. مصدق لما بين يديه من الكتاب. Min could also be referring to from the book. So this is the confirmation. And min could also be referring to from the book. So not the whole book.
No,
Could be. You
no,
know, min,
no,
min.
no, not necessarily because it's referring to the Injil and the Torah that your prophet is confirming, which would be the totality of the Injil and the Torah. Now, if you're gonna go to the Muhaiminan, are you making your argument based on Muhaiminan, or what are you making your argument on?
I'm going there step by step. If I say, uh, uh, get me this thing min al-majmu'a, min the group, does it mean that I'm telling you to get it from the whole group or
It depends. It
min
depends. No, no,
al-majmu'a?
no, 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 no. It depends. It depends on the context, right? But
Or
here, but
get
here,
me
but the thing
this
is,
bag
hold
min
on.
al-mahal, min al supermarket, for
Hold on.
example.
But the thing is, when it says وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ, right, which would be the revelation, right? بالحق مصدقا confirming
Confirming.
لما بين what was between their hand, correct?
It could be that way, but this
Yeah.
word is also used before in the Quran.
No,
I mean,
it
unless
doesn't
I don't
say.
care what
Yeah, it does.
interpretation you want to take.
Yeah. What was between their hand? This is what it says. Min. Okay, min. It depends on the context. If the context, right, مصدقا لما بين يديه من الكتاب من الكتب, sorry, then we can understand, right, that this is
No, it's kitab,
between.
min al-kitab.
Yeah, من الكتاب. This is what I said. Okay, what was between their hands, right? That this is what is confirming. What was between their hands. It doesn't say from that book. Okay, so
Min could be from a part. The word min
no,
could be
Habibi.
from a part. I just explained to you in Arabic how you would say,
Yes, but
get me this thing
It
min the store. So from the store, from within. Or
I
it
know.
doesn't always mean the whole thing.
I know. When it says min, it's referring what was between their hand. Okay, it depends on the context. Yes, I agree with you. If I said, right, من هذه المجموعة أعطني ماء من هذه المجموعة,
Yeah, so
right?
from anyone from
Then
that
that would
group.
make sense. And that, right, it would make sense for me to say. It all depends. It all comes down to the context. It all depends, all right, on what I try to mean. But when I say, right, وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ بِالْحَقِّ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ من الكتاب, right? And I'm referring what was between their hand that I'm confirming. I'm not confirming parts, right, from what they had between their hand. No, I'm confirming what was between their hand as an actual book.
Look, I know how these conversations go. You just conceded that min could be from a part, but let's go on from there. I don't want to
Wait.
stick on.
No.
You,
Hold
you,
on.
ju- you
Hold
just
on.
said you just
One
said if you
second. How
say
did I
min, the word
concede?
min, you just said if you say min al
How did I
majmu'a,
concede?
then it could
I
be
give
from
it.
within
No.
the group, not the whole group.
How did I concede? Can you please? You know what? I'll tell you this. Still, man, my own position. What did I just give you an answer? Go ahead. Can you please tell me what I just give you as an answer? What
You
was my
said that
response?
min could be referring to a part. You just said that.
That's not what I
When you
said.
say
All
أعطني
I
الماء من
said,
المجموعة.
brother, if you're listening, pretend that you're listening. I gave an example. I said you are right in that sense. Did I say that in every context it means that?
No, but it could mean that. It could mean that. You just conceded it could mean from a part.
It depends on the context, but I'm challenging you on the context that it means that. Go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about the context. All right.
Go ahead. And I'm giving you what the ayah is saying. The ayah is saying what was between, okay, their hand. Prove me otherwise.
Yeah, that book. It's
The book
confirming
between their hand. Yes. What?
Yeah, so min al-kitab, the book that's with them, min could be from a part. So from the book that they had, it means
In this context,
in
that
this
is saying,
example,
Habibi, in this context, min is referring of the book. You're confirming what was between their hand of the book
Min
that
doesn't
they
mean of.
have. Yes, 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 it means of as well.
And it also means from.
It depends on the damn context. Yes, and that's what I've been
Okay.
trying to tell you, dude. If I said, okay, أعطني ماء من هذه
من
المجموعة من
It
هذه
means from
المجموعة. Hold
within,
on,
from the part.
hold on. من هذه المجموعة. Okay, من هذه المجموعة. Then I'm referring, yes, obviously, from this group. Because
And
it
the group
depends.
here is the book.
Because it
The book has
no
many pages, many
no
chapters.
no. It depends on the context, dummy. Because I'm referring
Mm-hmm.
to the group of that people, right? But if
What's the difference
I'm
between group and
hold
book?
on 1 second, dude. But if I say, right, that I am confirming, okay, confirming what was between his hands, right, of that
From the
book,
book.
of that book that was between their hand, then I'm actually referring to the book that was between their hand, not parts of that book. Okay?
We can, I mean, everyone listening can make up their own mind about it. And then it says,
It's not
من
about
الكتاب ومهيمنا.
it's not about making up their minds and this and that. It's just how the Arabic grammar works, bro. What? This is not a
okay.
new thing, dude. Like
Yeah,
seriously.
people can make up their mind.
People can
ومهيمنا عليه ومهيمنا عليه.
You know what? Hold on. Let's go to the tafsir. All right, let's go to the
I'm not
scholars.
talking about the tafsir here. I'm not even talking about the tafsir. I'm
Well,
just speaking about
no.
Arabic.
We're gonna talk about what it means من بين يديه, right? Let's go, حبيبي انت. Let me get you.
That wasn't my claim. Did I tell you the scholars say?
This is what
agree
you're
with my
saying.
position?
You're saying no.
Did I mention
No.
the scholars?
You
I
made
didn't
a
mention the scholars.
wait. So we don't have to take the scholars?
No, we can speak about the scholar, but that wasn't my claim. I didn't tell you the scholars believe this.
So that's your position, not the scholars' position?
I haven't read the scholarship on it, but scholars agree with my position on
No,
the
they don't
confirmation
even
of Hebrew
agree.
scriptures.
No, they don't even agree with your position because the
Only a minority agree
because
with
the
your
scholar
position.
listen, no, the Salaf and the Khalaf actually agrees with my position, which would
No,
be
they
the
don't.
first. Yes, they do.
Not all of them.
Oh, 100%
Pro-
all of them. Like
the
for
Quran
example,
doesn't, the Prophet Muhammad doesn't.
like for example, Ibn Abbas agrees with me.
No, he doesn't.
Hold on, Wahab bin Munabbih agrees with me, right?
I
Qatada
don't know
agrees
who
with
that
me.
is.
The Shaykh of Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, where he quotes Ahlul Salaf, actually agrees with me. Ibn Qayyim
He doesn't.
al-Jawzi actually. Are you sure about this? Yalla habibi, ta'al. Let's play this
I
game.
think maybe one or two people of the people you referred to.
Take it easy, step by step.
You're
saying
why
that
do you know people coming on here haven't like read all of the scholarship? I mean, like you're just gonna show me a bunch of papers and whatever. Like
what?
it's not gonna be a productive conversation. So let's
Wait,
speak about
wait.
the
No.
word.
What did you just said?
You can show me all. I haven't read all of the scholarship, but I know that
You
Ibn
don't
Abbas,
have
for
to.
example,
Okay,
Ibn Abbas didn't.
Ibn
All I
Abbas
need is the
did.
Prophet
Show me.
Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the Quran. That's all
Show
I need.
me.
I don't care about
No.
anyone else.
No. Show me what Ibn Abbas did not agree with it. Go ahead.
Ibn Abbas, when he interprets 279, he says that the books have been changed.
But by the way, I'm about to open up my screen because you're trying to argue about من بين يديه, right? Go ahead, حبيبي. تعال. Let me cook you with your own
I didn't
scholars.
argue about من بين يديه. I said
لا
من
لا لا.
الكتاب was my argument.
Exactly. سورة الحجرات, right? آية 1, right? الفخر الرازي. Do you know الفخر الدين الرازي? الرازي, you know who that is?
Yeah, I know Razi. I know.
تعال حبيبي. Okay. وقوله تعالى. Go ahead and read it. Go ahead حبيبي.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Plus, like you're showing me one sentence on like some random page.
He gives it. No.
Like, that's not how
Random.
scholarship works.
Random page, guys.
You
Quran.
claim you're appealing to
Quran.
scholarship?
Quran tafsir, guys, ironically, is a random website, guys. MashaAllah, we did not know that Quran tafsir is a random website.
You claim to appeal to scholarship.
You
then you show
can't
me
make this up.
Some
How am I
page
showing?
and the sentence.
How am I
And then you
showing
show
them?
me it.
Are you
And you show me
okay?
a sentence. This won't work with me. I have to
this
read
is
the
his
whole
code.
page, the whole thing.
What does it mean when he says وَقَوْلِهِ تَعَالَى? Whose code is this?
Look, Al-Razi may have had that position. I'm telling you, there
So
was some
are you
Salaf
disagreeing
who
with
do have that
Al-Razi?
position.
Are you disagreeing with Al-Razi?
I
Imam
think
Razi?
Al-Razi was one of them. He did believe that
Are you
books weren't
disagreeing with
corrupted.
Are you disagreeing with Imam al-Razi, yes or no? Because he talks about what does it mean, right? فيما بين يديه, because he talks about Surah Al-Ma'idah 48. This is the reason why I'm bringing this up. So go ahead. Are you disagreeing with Imam al-Razi, Habibi?
Highlight it again. Let me read it.
It's fun of you. What do you mean highlighted?
No,
Here.
the part that you had about.
وقوله تعالى. Go ahead and read it.
Okay. It's fine if I disagree with some scholar. Okay. قوله تعالى بين يدي أي بحضرتها لأن ما بحضرة الإنسان فهو بين يديه وهو ناظر إليه وهو نصب عينيه وفي قوله بين يدي أحدها عن قول القائل فلا بين يديه فلان إشارة إلى كون كل واحد منهما حاضرا آخر مع أن لأحدهما I have to read this a couple of times. I have to read it, like I have to read it a couple of times. Like what's your argument? Like even if one scholar disagrees with me, like what's the problem? I mean,
Do you have any other scholars that disagrees with me? Go ahead.
about
So
548?
so now Al-Razi is talking about, not only is talking about the totality, but he's talking about what it means that according to Surah Al-Ma'idah 48 that is confirming, right? Because you keep saying that bin does not mean, right, of what they have between their hands, which would be the book, the actual book. Al-Razi disagrees with me, Habibi. So do you have any
Nice. I mean,
scholar?
one scholar disagreed with me.
Okay, sure,
Okay.
no problem. Do you have any scholar that disagrees with me? And I would say, not the modern day scholars, not the one that was born in 1950 or some any of that. No, I want you to bring like from the Salaf, Khalf, and so on and so forth. You know, like even Shaykh of Islam Ibn Taymiyyah. Do you have him?
I don't think he agrees with your position, but
Okay.
I don't have his
Okay, show me.
stuff. I mean,
Show
I can
me.
look it up.
Okay, show me how he does not agree with my position, but he agrees with your position. Go ahead.
I mean, I told you Ibn Abbas for 279 says the books have been changed.
Go
That's
ahead.
the one that I know.
Go ahead.
And even the Prophet.
Wait. You're saying Ibn Abbas said according to 279 that the book has been corrupted, which would be the Injil and the Torah. So he's not talking about a different books that they wrote themselves, which would be the group of people. Are you sure about this? Because I'm gonna cook you over there, brother, too. With all due respect to you.
I mean, what's funny, even the people who think the Torah and Gospel were completely preserved, they think there was another book.
Matter of fact, let's go.
Not this book.
Let's go to the qawl of Ibn Abbas. تعال حبيبي تعال. Let's go. And by the way, let me ask you a question. Because I know that you're referring to the hadith of Ibn Abbas and that was collected by Al-Bukhari. Would you say that Al-Bukhari would know what Ibn Abbas meant? Just to get a clarification real quick from you.
He could have a different position than Ibn Abbas.
That's not what I'm saying. Would you agree that he's the one that collected the hadith of Ibn Abbas? He's the one that collected the chain of narration, correct?
It's cited by Ibn Kathir and Al-Tabari, so I have to read both of them saying.
No, it was actually put in Sahih al-Bukhari. It was collected by al-Bukhari. So he's the one that would know what Ibn Abbas meant, correct?
He's not a prophet or
Dude, can you answer the question instead of just saying that he's not a prophet? I know that he's not a prophet, but he's among the first best 3 generations. Would you agree? Which would be he would be from Ahlul Salaf, correct? Bukhari? Right?
I don't know too much about Bukhari.
Oh,
honestly.
he is. 100% he is. He is within the third best 3 generations, Habibi. He's from Ahlul
And this
Salaf.
wasn't like I didn't come up on here just to speak about scholarship. I wanna
Oh,
speak
because
about the Quran.
hold on. I'm doing internal critique. Wait, so what are we doing here?
Okay, bring it up. Bring up the hadith.
So sure,
from
I
Ibn
will
Abbas.
I will do it once you say yes.
Go ahead.
Brother, did you hear my question? What was my
He
question?
would have a good understanding of it. He would have a good understanding.
He would
of it,
know
probably.
he would know more than you.
But he's not the end all. But he's not the end all be all.
Would
of
he
what's true or wrong?
No. Would he be the one that knows what Ibn Abbas meant? That's all I'm asking, bro. Like I don't know why you're too, hesitate. Like you don't trust
Because
al-Bukhari. I don't
when
get
you
it.
speak,
I just don't understand.
You speak in absolutes. Like you give no margin for error. It has to be 100%. every claim has to be.
Yeah, because then it's an
He knows
easy.
it's impossible he makes a mistake, or whatever he says is true.
Well,
That's not how it works.
well, he has to be right, or otherwise you're gonna have to show me what other among the first best three generations said otherwise about Ibn Abbas. The only one that said that it was Bukhari. So are you saying that al-Bukhari did not know what he was talking about? Would you actually, let me ask you this: do you know better than al-Bukhari?
No, I don't, but Bukhari could still be wrong.
That's not what I'm asking. Do you know better than al-Bukhari?
No, but if my position
Thank you
aligns
so
with other
much.
scholars,
Okay,
then
show me.
other scholars may have a
Show me.
better view than him.
Show me other scholars then. This is what you have to do, brother. Instead of saying this and
We
that,
can just read
you're
the
gonna have to
hadith.
show me.
Why do we
Here,
have to get the interpretation of scholars?
because everything has an explanation for it. Would you agree? Like for example, the hadith is quoting from Surah Al-Baqarah 79, correct? And so Surah Al-Baqarah 79 is referring to the group of people. And even listen, even if I have to go only according to 75, read it from 75 to 79, I will still cook you with that. Don't I'm just being serious. But since I'm doing internal critique, I'm gonna bring your own scholars and cook you with your own scholars. With all due respect, by the way. It's out of respect I'm saying it. But let me show you. Okay? Let me show you.
Al-Tabari
This
as
is
well. I mean, Al-Tabari says that
okay.
Ibn Abbas is referring
Show
to.
me. Show me what Al-Tabari is saying that. But anyways, this is Fath al-Bari بشرح Sahih al-Bukhari, right? Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani gives a commentary towards Sahih al-Bukhari's book, and he gives us, and he quotes what al-Bukhari meant, what Ibn Abbas meant over here, right? Here. وقال ابن عباس يكتب الخير والشر يحرفون يزيلون. Who is he talking about? He's talking about Surah Al-Baqarah 79, which would be, the group of them. What they used to do, يحرفون يزيلون, that they were distorting and removing. What did he say? وليس أحد يزيل لفظ كتاب من كتب الله عز وجل. What did he mean over here? Can you translate that, please? So I can continue?
Go to that word, يحرفون what? What is that?
He's saying...
I can't see the full screen.
Ibn Abbas is saying that they were trying to say that they were يحرفون ويزيلون, that they were saying that they were distorting the meaning and removing the words. Look what Ibn Abbas says. You guys, a group of them. He's saying
يحرفون ويزيدون.
يزيلون, which means that they were removing, right? From the things that they wrote. But look what Ibn Abbas says. He says وليس أحد, not one single one, يزيل لفظ, all right, كتاب من كتب الله عز وجل. Not one single of them remove the words from Allah's books. ولكنهم, but they were يحرفونها يتأولون على غير تأويلها, that they were distorting the meaning of it, which it means that they were relying upon their own interpretation, not the textual corruption. No. This is what Ibn Abbas is saying.
It just said يحرفون ويزيلون.
This is
right before that.
Yes, this is what they were claiming. And Ibn Abbas is refuting them by telling them that you guys cannot corrupt the words of Allah from his books, right? But what you guys are doing, you guys are distorting the meaning of it, which is relying upon your own interpretation. But wait, hold on.
This is the commentary of the Ibn Abbas
So do you
hadith.
know?
This is not the hadith itself.
So do you know better than al-Bukhari?
Let's see what Al-Tabari says about this.
Bring me Al-Tabari here. I'll give you the book screen. Give me Al-Tabari.
I have to look it up.
No problem. I'll give you 2 minutes to look it up. Go ahead.
I have to look it up.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 minutes to look it up. Go ahead, brother. We're waiting. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Don't worry. We're still here. All right. He's gonna look it up, guys. So just give him a minute. Give him like a minute or 2 minutes. Make sure that you're smashing the like button, share the live, guys. Let's get the algorithm of the live stream up. By the way, for the ones that are watching on TikTok, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's King Sov. Make sure that you're subscribing to the YouTube channel. Hit that notifications button so you know when I'm going live.
Yeah, I don't have it
Oh,
right now. I don't have.
you don't have a brother?
I didn't come in for just I don't have any scholars, honestly. I didn't come here prepared with all the scholarship to bring up. I was just gonna speak about the verses and some hadiths. I mean, you didn't even show the hadith of Ibn Abbas. You just showed a commentary.
What the hell are we doing here, brother? What are we doing here? Let me show you
You wanna?
another one. Let me give you another nugget. Let me give you another nugget from Ibn Abbas. According to Surah Ali Imran 78. I'll give you one more, no problem.
So you're saying that people after the Salaf did claim
So
that?
don't make a please, brother. I love you. Don't ever make claims if you cannot back them up.
You didn't show the Ibn Abbas. You just showed an
I showed.
interpretation. You
I
showed
sh-
an interpretation by somebody.
I showed
By
you.
Ibn Kathir, I think.
No.
Or was
I showed you what.
Bukhari.
Yeah, because Al-Bukhari is the one that collected that chain of
Yeah, because
narration. He's the one that would know
you
what
don't
Ibn
want to
Abbas
show
meant.
your viewers what Ibn Abbas said.
No. Listen to me, Habibi. I showed Al-Bukhari because he's the one that collected that chain of narration until he would understand what Ibn Abbas meant. Right? So do you know better than Al-Bukhari? He said, no, I don't know better than Al-Bukhari. I showed what Ibn Abbas meant, man. But let me show you even more. I'm about to give you another nugget. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me give you what even Ibn Abbas meant as well. This is according to Ali Imran 78, because here it says that they were distorting the meaning of what? Of the book, from the book. Look, there are some among them who distort the book with their tongues to make you think that this distortion is from the book of Allah. But it is not what the book says. They say it is from Allah. So we can see that they were relying upon their own interpretation. Let's go to Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Habibi, I love Ibn Kathir, man, because he's a G. Just like how Shaykh Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn Abbas, Wahab bin Munabbah, he's a tabi'i, he's from, the Khalf. But let's see what he says. Look, Al-Bukhari reported that Ibn Abbas said, let me go and put this out, that the ayah means they alter and add all the none among Allah's creation can remove the words from Allah, words of Allah from his books. Damn, Gina. Not one single word was removed from Allah's books. Let's continue. What are his books, by the way? You would say that those books would be the Injil and the Torah, correct? Interesting. They alter and distort their apparent meanings, which means that they're relying upon their own interpretation, huh? Let's continue. Wahab bin Munabbah, which is a tabi'i, said, the Torah and the Injil remain as Allah revealed them. Damn, Gino. So those books was revealed. They were written. They were, judged by them, which would be the Jews and the Christians, huh? So that means that they were preserved. Because how can you judge by something, right, if they're corrupted? Obviously, it doesn't make any sense. And this is what Wahab bin Munabbah is saying. He said they remain. He's saying. One second. Let me finish, brother. Please, brother, please. Brother, please.
You're not reading the Quran.
Brother, please.
You're not even reading the Quran.
Brother, please. Let me finish, brother. All right. Let me finish, brother. Injil has a lot of them, and no letter in them. Damn, Gina, he's tripling down, and he's saying not one single letter in them was removed as well. Damn, Gina. Damn, Chairika. But let's continue. This is what he said. He says, however, the people misguide others by addition and false interpretation. Damn, Gina. So they were relying upon their own interpretation, which means that they're upon their own understanding. Just like how you are a Sunni, you have the Quranis that relies upon their own understanding, huh? But that doesn't mean that they corrupted the Quran, huh? That's not attached to a corruption. Would you agree? Of course, you're going to have to agree. Otherwise, you're going to have to admit that your Quran is corrupted as well. If you're going to have to go, if you're going to have to use that logic, which would be a stupid logic. But anyways, look what he says. Relying on books that they wrote themselves. Damn, so we could see that they were writing other books besides the Injil and the Torah, selling it for money, right? So they could obviously gain money from that. So we can see now what Ibn Abbas meant. Okay, I see, Gina.
Yeah,
Alright.
just keep showing commentaries. Like you don't want to actually go to the hadith.
Wait. So
It-
are you
there are
a Qurani?
scholars. Just because
Are you a
I didn't
Qurani?
bring you a scholar, but there are scholars who
Are
take
you a
that same
Qurani?
hadith
Are you a
and say it's a
Qurani?
textual.
You're
It's
not
a
a
textual change,
brother.
not just interpretation.
Brother, you're not answering
No,
the
I'm not.
question.
I'm not a Quranist. No,
Thank
I'm
you
not.
so much. So if you're not a
But that's not
Qurani,
even.
then you're gonna have
That's
to
not even
deal.
hadith.
You're
That's
gonna have.
interpretations.
You're gonna have. No, that's not. Bro, what?
You didn't bring up the Ibn Abbas hadith. You brought up a interpretation from
Yes, I did.
what's his name, Bukhari.
Yeah, I did. But
No, you didn't.
what you talking
You
about,
brought
man?
the commentary. You brought the commentary
All right, let's go
by
to
Bukhari.
let's go to the Shaykh of Islam ibn Taymiyyah. Let's go, because he quotes the Salaf. All right, let's see what is your next
Bring up
excuse.
Al-Tabari if you have it.
You bring
up
it.
Al-Tabari.
You bring it, brother. I don't have a Tabari.
Oh, so you have all those, but you don't have this
I
one
have,
because you know that it's gonna
No,
debunk
not
your
every
claim, right?
not every scholar, right? Not every mufassir commentates, right, on everything.
But Al-Tabari did.
So here's what I have. You're gonna have to deal.
Al-Tabari said
You're
that
gonna
Ibn
have.
Abbas
You're
was
gonna
referring
have.
to literal
You're
textual
gonna have. Okay,
corruption.
let me ask you. Let me. You know what? For the sake of the argument, watch what I'm gonna do to him, guys. For the sake of the argument, let's say that At-Tabari is saying that. Let me ask a question. Who is better? أهل السلف, the Salaf وخلف, or At-Tabari? Which قول would you take? The قول of أهل السلف or the قول of
Ibn
At-Tabari?
Abbas is from the Salaf. The Prophet is from the Salaf. Umar is from the Salaf. The Quran itself speaks against what you're saying.
Exactly. So you would take the قول of At-Tabari against أهل السلف?
No, I would take the saying of Ibn Abbas, the Prophet, and the Quran.
Yeah, I just showed you what Ibn Abbas said as well.
No, you showed me a
Show me.
commentary, and
Show me.
there's other
Show me
commentaries
otherwise.
saying the opposite.
Show me otherwise. You know what? Watch this, guys. Show me one from Ahlus Salaf that went against Al-Bukhari. Because I showed you what Al-Bukhari, right, what Ibn Abbas meant when Al-Bukhari quoted him. So show me one from Ahlus Salaf that went against Al-Bukhari. And if you can do that, then you know what? I have no argument towards it. Because you're going to bring one. I already brought one. Let's see if you have someone.
I'm telling you, Ibn Abbas, that same hadith, there are other scholars who
Do you have
interpret it
one?
as textual
Do you
corruption.
have a brother? Do you
Look,
have?
it's gonna take me minutes to look it up, but
Okay.
there are people who do say that. I mean,
All right. Well, how about this? You go down, smash the like button, look for the scholars, right? Because you've been making claims. You can't even provide any evidence. Go down. Once you bring the evidence, then request back up. I'm not going to waste time with someone that can't even, you're just making claims based on conjecture, bro. Like, damn, Gina, man, what we doing here, man? We got a super chat from, let me see. It's too small for me to even read it. Kersey from, yeah, I think so. Thank you for that super chat. And he said, or she said, I only pay jizya to my brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for the support. May God bless you and preserve you. I appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much. All right. Let's move on to the next kafir. All right. Okay.
Hey, bro.
How's it going, brother?
Yeah.
Brother, you
Why
have
do
an
so
you
much
have an
hate
you have an
as a
echo.
Christian?
You have an echo. Are you Christian or Muslim, brother?
Why do you have so much hate as a Christian?
What can I do, brother? I'm like that.
Yeah?
I have so much hate towards Islam, not towards Muslims.
Towards Islam.
Yeah, because it's demonic religion and we have to expose it. So I could bring you to the
But
light
if
of Christ.
If you hate Islam, you hate Muslims, bro. So you have
No,
hate.
no. How can I? Okay, here's the thing. If I hate Islam and what Islam teaches, does it mean that I hate the Muslims that follows it? No, of course not.
No?
No, because you could hate the ideology, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, because my English is my fourth language, but that doesn't mean that you can hate the creation of God.
But you hate Muslims though, right?
I hate Islam.
You hate Islam.
Yeah. Islam are different than Muslims, dude. Muslims are the ones that follow Islam. You know that, right? Not the way
Yeah, I
around.
know.
Exactly. So I don't get it. What's your issue, brother? Are you willing to engage with the topic?
No, I just I thought you hate Islam, so that was my question.
What happened?
I thought you hate Muslims. Sorry, bro. You have hate in your heart. Sorry. That's what
How
I
do
thought.
I have hate in my heart when I'm only saying that I hate Islam, which is your religion? So, for example, if you say that you hate my religion, does that mean that you hate me personally? I
So I
don't
don't
think
hate
so.
your religion, bro.
Exactly.
Our religion teaches us to respect other religions.
Why? So do you okay, so if you respect my religion, then that means that you would that means that you would say that Jesus is the Son of God and he's God as well.
No, no, no,
Just by you
no.
denying that Jesus is God and he's the Son of God means that you're disrespecting Christianity
Why?
by that self.
No, no, no,
Just
no,
by
no,
saying that Jesus was never
no,
crucified, you're actually, going
no.
against God and what Christianity is, and you're having so much hate towards Christianity.
No. Our teacher, our belief system, our belief says you must respect other religions.
Where
That
does
means not
where does it say that? Show me.
that does not mean you
Okay,
should.
show me that.
You can look it up yourself. You will see. It
Show
says
me
لكم
that.
دينكم لكم دين.
No, I'm
So
sorry. Yeah. Lakum dinakum li
yeah.
dini.
Okay. So
That verse was abrogated by Surah At-Tawbah.
no,
You know
no,
that,
no,
right?
no. You have always another interpretation in your head, bro.
No, no, no.
That's your thing. If I bring you
No.
to the
That
source, you have
verse,
always another interpretation. Okay.
that verse was mansukha by Surah to
Yeah.
save. Surah to save.
Okay.
Do you know what Surah to save is?
I know. Yes. Yeah.
What is Surah to save?
Okay. So if you interpret it like that way, then I
What
can
is Surah
interpret
to
it
save?
also. Then when
That's
Jesus
not
said,
me. That's not me. This is your
okay,
own scholars, dude.
okay, it's okay. It's okay.
So
Jesus
do you
said.
disagree? So do you
Jesus
disagree?
said the Father is greater.
All right. Jesus says that the Father is greater than I.
Father is
Yes,
greater
no
than I.
problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Greater than by position. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Then
no
I. No.
problem.
No.
Watch,
No. 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 No.
watch.
No.
I'm
No. No.
gonna
No. Why
bury
you
you. It's
interpret
okay.
it?
It's
No. No.
okay.
Greater
Okay.
than I.
I got you. I
No.
got
No.
you.
No.
I
No. No.
got you. I got you.
Greater than I, bro. So you worship.
All right, get down and keep smashing the like button like the good boy that you are. يلا قاشمار. Ten 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 ten. Alrighty, let me see, who do we have next?
Hello.
You're back again, man. Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it a long time ago. So let me show you guys.
MashaAllah, brothers and sisters, you found it. And by the way, I know that there's a hadith that exists like that, but guess what? I'll let you show it, and I'm gonna be so glad to debunk it. Go ahead. Here's.
Alright.
I already know in the beginning, but I just want you to bring it so I can show you how that hadith doesn't even, prove it. It doesn't even help your argument at all. So go ahead.
Hold up. A few problems here.
Go ahead. I just give you the big screen. Open it up.
Alright.
Be careful. You're showing your face.
So it
Kitab.
says here,
Kitab what? Kitab alama. Hold on. Alama. What was that? What kind of book is that?
كتابات علامات
Kitab. Where does it say kitabat?
It doesn't say kitabat.
You said kitabat. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't say kitabat.
I didn't say kitabat. Maybe you misheard.
Okay, go ahead. No problem.
Alright, it says تشهد أني رسول الله قال لا قال تقرأ التوراة قال
تقرأ
نعم
التوراة فقال نعم. قال
والإنجيل
والإنجيل قال نعم. Okay.
والقرآن قال والذي نفسي بيده
Okay.
لو أشاء لقرأته ثم نشده قال ما تجدني في التوراة والإنجيل قال نجد مثلك ومثل أمتك
نعم.
ونخرجك وكنا نرجو أن تكون فينا فلما خرجت
لما خرجت
فلما خرجت خوفنا أن تكون أنت فنظرنا فإذا ليس أنت هو قال ولما ذلك قال إن معه ومن أمتي 70,000 ليس عليهم حساب ولا عقاب وإنما معك نفر يسير قال والذي نفسي بيده أنا هو وإنها من لأمتي وإنهم لأكثر من 70,000 و70,000
Okay, and what's your point? What did you prove over here, Habibi? Go ahead. You know what? Go ahead and summarize what you just proved over here. Leave it on your screen. Don't close your screen.
Let me close something else.
Yalla. Go ahead, Habibi. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna kick back. Tell me what did you demonstrate over here? No. Just translate it. What is this?
Okay.
Translate it. You don't know how to translate?
So let's go. So you had a Jew here, and he came to the Prophet. Okay, and the Prophet asked him if he reads the Torah, if he reads the Injil and the Quran. They were having a discussion.
Yeah, sure.
About the Prophet.
Sahih.
Okay? And then the Jew was objecting. He was saying that the Prophet can be the Prophet in the Torah as prophesied because it's written that this Prophet must come with 70,000 people who will be held, who will not be accountable on the day of judgment. Okay, so then he says, the Prophet replied to him and says, I swear by God that's me, and with me is 70 people, and more than 70 people, 70,000. Okay, so my argument here is that where in the Torah and the Injil is it written that there should be 70,000 people on the day of judgment that will be presented without accountability?
All right. So I know that I already know it. Okay. So first of all, what you just brought up, it doesn't even help you at all. Second of all, my challenge was to you is to show me which Injil and the Torah that you're referring to, since you said that it's not the one that I have on my position. Third of all, this is what we say when the Quran contradicts the previous scriptures. We say that the Quran is making the claim that it's confirming the Injil and the Torah, but at the same time it's contradicting it. This is where the dilemma comes in and play a big part of it. I don't know if you understand that this is what the dilemma is. You're the one that have to show otherwise. We're showing you the legit argument that has to do with the dilemma, right? So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question. No, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
But you didn't answer my question though.
Hold on. Well, I did actually address it. Hold on. It doesn't have to. I actually
asked you, where is it written?
Exactly. And what was my response to you? I actually answered you if you paid attention. Okay, what did I say?
You addressed everything.
What did I say? What was my response?
Yeah, you respond. You didn't make a response to this question. You didn't pose a response to this
What
question.
was my response to you?
You said that these
Were you listening?
Yep, you said that these scriptures, they contradict, and this is where the dilemma plays in.
Is that all I
That's
said?
what you based.
Is that all I said?
That's the most important thing that you said.
Oh,
What
so
else did
you
you say?
so okay, so you would take parts of it, but not the whole thing that I said. Well, that's
Man,
one
it's
of it, of
okay
course.
with you, man.
That's yeah, sure. This is one of the biggest argument that we actually present, and this is where we say that the dilemma comes in and play big parts of it, right? This is what we mean by the Islamic dilemma, because the Quran makes the claim that it confirms the Injil and the Torah, but at the same time it contradicts it. Now my
Bro,
question
I'm
to you
showing
is,
you, I'm
hold
showing you
on
that
one
it can't be
second.
the
It
same
doesn't
scripture.
have to be. It doesn't have to be in there because this is bringing it
What do you
first.
mean doesn't have
This
to be?
is coming from the Hadith first of all, which it came 200 years after the Quran.
Oh,
One second.
oh, oh,
One
okay,
second.
okay. So
Once.
now,
Take it easy. Let me
bro.
take it
Okay,
easy. I'm
okay,
not done. Ahad one,
okay.
one,
Go ahead.
one. Ahad. Take it easy. I'm not even done, brother.
Go ahead.
Okay, not only that it comes 200 years after, right? This is where the dilemma plays a big part, is where the Quran contradicts the previous scriptures. This is what the hell is the dilemma is. But then if you're going according to what the hadith says, I could easily throw the hadith. Easily. You want to know why? You want to know why the hadith? I throw the hadith because
Make your
it's
argument.
because the hadith is not the actual Quran. You
Well,
see what
let
I
me
just
respond to
did?
what
Okay, so now
what
my
what
question
what
to
you
you
said.
is
What
because
can you repeat
because the
that?
hadith is not the actual Quran. I know the Quran could consider to be hadith. This is what the Quran says, right? But the hadith is different than what the Quran is. Now let me ask you a question.
Right. So
Hold on, I'm not
no,
done.
no.
Oh
Let
no
me
no no
respond
no
to
no
what you
no
said.
no. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna hold you into the fire. Take it easy, and you could adjust what I said. It's fine. Would you say, right, that the Injil and the Torah, right, are not the ones that we have between our hands today?
Not fully, no.
Okay, so it's not the ones that we have in obviously in between our hands today. Okay,
Not fully.
then what is the Injil and the Torah?
Right. So let me now speak.
Yeah,
So
no,
first of
this
all,
is my question to you. What is the Injil and the Torah? Since you're saying that the one that you have so is not the one that the Quran is talking about, right? Then that means that you know exactly what the Injil and the Torah is. You have read them and you know exactly what they are. So go
right.
ahead
So
and tell us what the Injil and the Torah is, since it's not the one
right.
that we
So
have.
since we're having a conversation, can you give me 1 minute
Of,
uninterrupted? I need to address what
as
you're saying.
long as you could be direct by answering the questions that I'm presenting.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, you have gone out of the scope of internal critique. You were mentioning in your live before I came on that you're doing an internal critique, internal critique, internal critique. Okay, well, what is internal critique? You should prove that within the accepted sources within Islamic framework. I don't care what you accept and what you don't accept. Within the accepted sources within Islamic framework, an inconsistency. Okay, so this is what we accept within Islamic framework. The authenticity of hadith is a completely different topic. It's not the debate today. Okay, second topic. The second point that I want to mention. So therefore, my point is you making the point that because it's the same scripture, therefore the Quran contradicts it. Therefore, this is a dilemma. I'm saying that it can be the same scriptures because of this hadith and many other hadiths. That there are things in there which are quoted, not present in the Bible you have today. So unless you show me those things in your Bible, it can be speaking about or referencing about the same scripture. Thirdly,
Beautiful. Are you done or what?
thirdly, the Injil would just be what the Arabs had in the 6th and 7th century. I answered that. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, beautiful. Do you have, okay, so you haven't even answered the question that I'm actually asking. I'm going to go ahead and ask it again, and let's see if you could be able to answer the question, because Allah was talking about the Jews and the Christians that needs to uphold and observe the Torah and the Injil. They need to judge by them, by the totality of the Injil and the Torah. Not only that we have that, we even have the Shaykh of Islam Ibn Taymiyyah says that Muhammad came to confirm the Injil and the Torah, and there was copies, manuscripts that was left as well afterwards. So that means that you would know what the Injil and the Torah is if it's not the one that we have between our hands. My question again to you is, what is the Injil and the Torah? Or where can we find the Injil and the Torah if it's not the one that we have between our hands?
Yep. So again, the Injil and the Torah that the Quran is referencing would be speaking about, referencing to the Injil and the Torah, or what the Arabs had in the 6th and 7th century in Arabia. In Mecca, not
What
in
is
Arabia,
it?
Mecca and Medina
What is it? Like for example, hold on, just 1 second. Let me just show you an example, and I'll let you go, because it looks like you're not even answering the question. But let me tell you.
I did.
Hold on 1
What
second,
more details do you want?
dude. 1 second. Take it easy. Like for example, we have an authentic hadith that says, watch how I'm gonna connect this. This is from an authentic hadith from Abu Hurairah. He's a companion of the Prophet. It was from Al-Bukhari, collected by Al-Bukhari. The people of the book used to read the Torah in Hebrew and interpret it in Arabic for the Muslims, right? And do not believe the people of the book, nor disbelieve in them. So what is he saying? He's saying, do not believe in them, which they will rely upon their own interpretation, but do not disbelieve in them on what they were reading from the Torah. Okay, this is what he means. So we believe in God, what has been revealed to us. So he's talking about the Torah, what was revealed as a revelation. My question to you is, what is the Torah and the Injil if it's not the one that we have between our hands? Can you show us?
First of all, the question, the way that you pose this question, what is the Torah and the Injil? If it's not what we have today, well, the
Of course.
question or the manifestation of this question is meaningless because I just showed you that it can't be referencing what you have today. So your question is meaningless.
Can you answer the question instead of deflecting? Are you willing to answer the question? If you don't believe it to be the ones that we have between our hands, which would be the Bible, you just said that the Injil and the Torah are not the Bible that you guys have. Beautiful. Take the Bible outside. Leave Bible outside. Then that means that you know what the Injil and the Torah is. Because you believe in it, and hold on. And you're saying what you have is not the one, right? What the Quran is confirming. That means you know exactly what it is. Then what the heck is the Injil and the Torah? Go ahead, show us what the Injil and the Torah is.
Okay, so you're posing the question again, as if the Muslim failed to show you.
Do you have the question? Do you have the answer? Yes or no?
Let me respond.
You're not even answering the question, dude.
Yeah, but did I attack you? We're having a nice conversation.
Yeah, but you're not answering the question. If you can't answer the question, it means that you're being dishonest. I can't keep someone that is being dishonest on the panel.
I'm being dishonest. How am I being dishonest, dude? I came back up again and showed you the reference. I don't speak without references.
Okay, then show me what the Injil and the Torah is if it's not the one that we have between our hands. What is it? Go ahead.
The point I'm trying to make is that your argument is fallacious because just...
All right, thank you for coming up. Watch your head, dude. Go and keep smashing the like button. I would not waste 1 minute with the ones that are so dishonest, dude. You see, when you corner them, right, they have nothing to stand on. Nothing to stand on. They will waffle, they will go on a monologue instead of dialogue, instead of answering you directly on what you're asking. I love it when Muslims are coming here calling me red cheeks. MashaAllah. Let me show you guys what your own prophet called your Ayusha girl. Al-Humayra. Ayusha was called to be Al-Humayra. Let me show you guys. Welcome Aisha, Ayusha, the mother of the believers, was called Al-Humayra. Oh man. MashaAllah. MashaAllah, brothers and sisters. Let me show you guys. And if watch this. Watch what the Prophet used to call Ayusha, Dadusha. MashaAllah, brothers and sisters. MashaAllah. Alrighty, let me go ahead and open up my screen. Alrighty, the reason why the Prophet called Aisha Al-Humayra, which would be what? The red one. Why did he call her the red one? You guys want to know why he called her the red one? Because he entered upon her when she was at the age of 9 and he buried her private part. He did a damage on her private part because she was still not physically and mentally mature. This is the reason why. According to an authentic hadith and according to Fathul Bari Bisharh Sahih al-Bukhari's book by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani. This is the reason why he called her Al-Humayra, because he destroyed her private part. But let me go ahead and continue. Watch this, guys. The Arabs called the white one red because they disliked the name of whitens, as it resembles leprosy. This is why the Prophet used to say to Aisha, "Oh Humayra, oh Humayra, Hamuri, Humayra, Ayusha." It's not me. It's your own prophet that is calling Ayusha Humayra, which she was called to be the red one. Alrighty, let's go to the next one. I think I'll take one more and that's it, guys. We're gonna have to wrap it up. Okay. Alrighty.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? Not much. How you doing? Did you like that quote? What Aisha was called to be the right one, the Humayra?
Umm
al-Mu'mineen, brother. She was called to be the right one.
I not as Sunni can come up here and defend it. I'm not gonna.
That's fine. Yeah, I would love them to come and defend it. Alrighty. What brought you over here, brother?
They can try.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like the thing about the Islamic dilemma is
yes,
that the Quran doesn't rely on the Bible to be intact for it to be true.
Oh, it does, big time. Like, for example, we can see that the Bible, which would be referring to the Injil, the Torah, and the Quran, is the authoritative as well. So now if the Injil and the Torah are the authoritative, and they need to be observed and upheld to judge by, then that means, right, that you have to actually read them. And once you read them and find out that the Quran contradicts them, then therefore Quran is false.
So if we were to read a verse in the Bible and then a verse in the Quran, according to me as a Muslim, and there's a difference, which do I rely upon?
You have to rely upon, yeah, of course, you have to rely upon the previous prophets, because here's the thing. Let me ask you this question: if there is one individual guy, right, is saying something, but then you have about 20, 30 individuals are saying something else, would you go with the 20, 30 individuals, or would you go by that individual?
Yeah, so am I answering this as a Muslim?
Of course, yeah. 100%.
Okay.
No
Then
doubt.
I would read, so this is where I would read Surah An-Naml, Ayah 76. Bismillah, indeed this Quran relates to the children of Israel, most of that which they disagree. So I would take the Quran over.
So what is that? No. Oh, so you would take the Quran over the previous prophets. So you would take the qawl of one individual person over the qawl of 20, 30 prophets? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because like between the earliest written Torah and Moses, there's like
What?
a 900-year gap. So
wait, hold on. How do you take the qawl of one individual person over the qawl of 20, 30 prophets that have already prophesied way before, and they were consistent within their own message, but we have one individual person claim to be a prophet that goes against what they have taught?
Yeah, I was telling you right now. So between the time Moses was actually alive and between the earliest written Torah, there's a 900-year gap. So a prophecy could be said in the earliest text, but then how do you know that the text wasn't added on after the prophecy?
Sure, I'll tell you why.
I could tell you.
I'll tell you why. Easy and simple. I know you guys love to bring the argument between the gap of Torah and the Injil. Easy and simple. Because we could see that the Messiah was mentioned in the Torah. We could see that the prophecy, which would be referring to the messianic prophecies, that Christ will come and take upon the human nature and fulfill these messianic prophecies. Simple as that. Means
how do
that
you
he
know,
came
how
and
do you know
fulfilled
Moses actually said those things? How do you know Moses actually said those things?
Because we have the manuscripts. Not only that we have manuscripts, we have the Jews themselves actually testify on behalf of these books. Like, for example, you have the Septuagint. We have the Dead Sea Scroll.
Does that date back to Moses?
Yeah, like for example, we have the Dead Sea Scroll.
To Moses?
One
dates back to Moses?
Let me finish, brother, please. We have the Dead Sea Scroll dates back before Christ was even born, right? Let me ask you a question. If a prophet fulfills a prophecies, that would make him a true prophet, correct?
To who? Jesus or Muhammad?
In general.
The Quran doesn't rely on the previous scriptures. That's what I'm telling you.
That's not what I'm asking. Please listen to what I'm asking. I'm saying, if a true prophet would have to bring, or would have to fulfill prophecies, correct, or would have to fulfill these prophecies.
Yeah. Deuteronomy, I believe 14, whatever they say in my name.
That's not what I'm asking again. A true prophet needs to fulfill prophecies, correct, for him to be a true prophet. A prophet needs to fulfill prophecies for him to be a true prophet, correct? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have the book of Isaiah. We have the Dead Sea Scroll, which contains the whole book of Isaiah. And they even checked it and make sure, right, that it does date back 400 to 500 years before Jesus was even born. And guess what it says? It talks about a servant. And let me read it to you. What
Yeah,
it
the
says.
servant, the suffering servant is mentioned a few times in Isaiah.
Isaiah 53. Hold on 1 second. Let's see who is this talking about then.
Go ahead.
Because it's talking about one that will be, crucified, right? And he will be beaten for our transgressions and sins, right? Look what it says. Isaiah 53, we'll read from 2.
I don't follow the
But you just said
the Bible.
But you don't have to follow the Bible to even know the truth. Well, I mean, you don't have. Sorry, it's not that you don't have to follow. Well, you have to follow the Bible for you to even be a Christian. But here's the thing: you don't have to. Yeah, but you don't have. You as a Muslim, I'm not saying that you have to follow the Bible to see what I'm actually saying. That's not me too. I don't follow the Quran to show you how the Quran is false. Like seriously, come on, brother. So and here's what it says. We have to use logic, all right? We have to use logic so we could come into a conclusion and understand what it really means. So here's Isaiah, what it says. Isaiah 53, for he grew up before him like a young plant, and like a root out of dry ground, and he had no form or majesty that we should look at him, and no beauty that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by a man, and a man of sorrows, and acquainted with the grief, and as one from whom men hide their faces. Damn, I can barely pronounce that word. But anyways, he was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions, and he was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace, and with his wounds we are healed. Let me ask you a question. Who is this talking about?
Sure, it's talking about Jesus. But anyways.
Okay, so it is talking about Jesus, right?
Sure. But
awesome.
For that to be
just
true,
1 second. Just 1 second. Let me finish. It needs to be fulfilled, right? For that to be a truth, it needs to be fulfilled, correct?
It was fulfilled at the crucifixion. Now, what I need you to prove to me is that the first 5 books of Moses that lead up to Isaiah actually being a prophet actually date back to Moses.
What does that have to do with what I'm showing you over here?
Yeah, how do you know that book was actually written by Moses? How can you prove to me, according to critical history,
Isaiah?
That Moses
do you know? Hold on, bro. You're tripping. You don't even know what you're talking about. Do you know that the book of Isaiah is not the Torah? What?
No, the Torah is the first 5 books. It's
exactly. So
books.
Isaiah is not the book of Torah, bro. This is the prophet Isaiah, Habibi.
Yeah, but for him to be a prophet,
this is within the Tanakh.
Have to be true.
Okay, but this is not what I'm talking about.
Like, are you following what I'm saying?
I am exactly following what you're saying, but follow what I'm saying, because I brought you a prophecy.
No, but for
one second. Ayatollah, listen to what I'm saying, brother. Listen to what I'm saying, Habibi. The reason why I brought you this, and the reason why I asked you a question, for a prophet to be a true prophet, he needs to do what? He needs to fulfill prophecies. You said yes. I showed you The book of Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah prophesying about Christ's coming, that he will be crucified for our own transgressions and sins, right? And he dates back to, this obviously, the Dead Sea Scroll that contains the book of Isaiah, dates back before Christ was born, within 400 to 500 years. Dude, like, you gotta deal with the prophecy that was fulfilled, right?
Okay. Now, can I go?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So for what you're saying to be true, a prophet before a prophet is there. The one before him has to tell you that he's a prophet, right?
No, a prophet, all they do is prophesize, so they could tell you, hold 1 second, can I finish? They could tell, because listen, you're shotgunning questions, dude. It's not going to help you to shotgun questions.
I'm on the same thing.
Let me finish. No, you have not dealt with what I just brought up. Okay, you're deflecting what I just brought up from the book of Isaiah.
No,
you're asking, brother. You're cutting me off, brother. You're cutting me off. If this is gonna keep going, we can have a discussion. You keep asking me shotgunning questions, right? Up top of questions. I showed you from the book of Isaiah, even though I asked the question earlier. I said, for a prophet to be a true prophet, he needs to bring prophecies. These prophecies needs to be fulfilled. It needs to be a true prophecy. You said, yes. I showed you what the prophet Isaiah prophesies about Christ is coming. You need to deal with that. Don't go somewhere else. Oh, what's his name? What? So my question to you is, do you agree, right, that this is a true prophecy? According to the definition of being a true prophet?
Sure. But for him to be
Thank
a prophet,
you so much. Thank you so much.
What scripture?
Why don't you become a Christian then?
What scripture?
No. Why don't you become a Christian then?
Because according to my standard, Jesus would still be alive.
Well, of course, we believe that Jesus is life. What? What?
The crucifixion doesn't prove he's God. It doesn't prove that he's God. It proves he died.
Okay, he had an actual death. Wait. The crucifixion, okay, does prove that, it relates of him being God in a sense of him taking the sins of all mankind. What are you talking about? Because we know that you cannot take the sins of all mankind. Right? You can only take the sins of one man or one being. You cannot take the sins of all men. So this is why we can see that Jesus is God. But by you saying, well, I can't be a Christian because the crucifixion does not prove that Jesus is, that doesn't mean anything. We have even the book of Isaiah itself. I could take you to Isaiah chapter 9:6 or even 7:14 talks about Jesus being God as well.
It's mistranslated.
No, it's not mistranslated. Let's go to 7:14. So now you can see, you can see that Jesus had an actual death, that he was crucified, and it was a true prophecy. Beautiful. Thank you so much for actually you can see
the Jews were called God.
And that fact. Thank you so much.
Does that mean that they're God?
Because there were false gods. So when Yahweh is referring to those, okay, he's referring to them being false gods. Okay, there is difference between being a false god and being a true God, and we know that true God is Yahweh. So please don't bring this stupid objection, brother.
When Jesus says to the Jews,
so let's go to Isaiah 7. Please, let's go to 7:14. Yeah, he's talking about them being false gods. He's talking about because he's talking about them being false gods, dude. If you could just pay attention, deal with Isaiah 7:14 instead of just shotgunning. Here's what it says: and therefore the Lord Himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and should call his name Emmanuel. Do you know what Emmanuel means?
Yeah, God with us.
All right, so Jesus has been called. So Jesus, 1 second, dude. Let me finish.
1 point.
Let me finish.
You've been talking.
You cut me off.
Talking this entire time.
All right. I give you a chance, bro. I keep telling you, do not cut me off, and you keep doing it. Take it easy. You keep shotgunning verses. Every time I bring you into something, you want to shotgun verses, you want to cut me off, you don't want to. Like, I don't get it, dude. What's wrong with you guys? But anyways, as you guys saw, he conceded that Jesus truly had an actual death. He was crucified for our own sins. Thank you so much for actually considering that Jesus was crucified for our own sins and our own transgressions. And you said by your mouth when I asked you, right, a creation being cannot take the sins of all mankind. Wait a minute. If a creation being cannot take the sins of all mankind, then that means that only God could do that, right? You just proved my point, brother, without even you knowing anything. I love it when they cook themselves by themselves. I don't even have to do anything. All right, guys. I think we're going to have to wrap it up. How long are we been live? Let's see. Let me check. Oh, we've been live for the past 2 hours and a half. All right. Awesome. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the support. May God bless you guys and preserve you guys. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's King Silv. Make sure that you hit that notifications button so you know exactly when I'm going live. I will be going live more and more, guys. Okay, so stay tuned for that. I will be going back to the normal schedule, how I used to do it before. So make sure that you're smashing the like button and, subscribing and so on and so forth. In the meantime, if you wanna, if you're called to support us financially, because I am trying to be on a full-time ministry, please, consider supporting us. You could join our Patreon, or you could, donate donate through PayPal, Venmo, or even you could buy us a coffee too. That would help us equip us, to do more live streams, to put more time into this, and to travel, and so on and so forth. If not, you could always support us by praying for us. Please keep us in your prayers because we do truly need it. All right. In the meantime, don't forget to smash the like button on the video, on this live stream after I close it. Make sure that you would leave a comment as well for the algorithm. We need those comments, guys. We need you guys' support as well in that sense. In the meantime, I appreciate you guys, all of you guys, for showing up, whether you're on TikTok or YouTube as well. May God bless you guys and preserve you guys. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. One being, distinct to three persons. Amen. Thank you guys for showing up. Peace. All right, YouTube. God bless you guys, and I'm going to see you guys into the next live stream. Peace, guys.